I woke up feeling fine, had my coffee and toast, checked a flat earth debate, thought I'd roast me a ghost. But 5 minutes in, man, my brain took a dive, started doubting gravity, am I even alive? Oh Lord, I'm feeling filthy, logic slipping away. Every fact that I once knew just won't seem to stay. I know the earth is round, but my head's full of doubt. Flat earth's like a virus trying to take me out. They said water finds its level. I said yeah, but a sphere. Then I questioned my own words. What am I doing here? NASA lies, they keep screaming. It's a worldwide hoax. Now I'm Googling moon landings. Try those even real folks? Oh Lord, I'm feeling flirty. Need to reset my brain before I start saying planes don't dip and denying rain. I know the earth is round, but my logic's on trial. Been trapped in this live stream for far too long a while. Now my IQ's dropping, my senses are numb. Can't tell if I'm breathing or just playing dumb. I need some science, a rescue call, before I start screaming, the globe is a ball. I shut down the stream, took a deep, deep breath, rewatched some Einstein to escape from this mess. But late at night, man, I swear it's a curse. I still hear Black Swan, and it's making me worse. Oh Lord, I'm feeling flirty, need a break from this ride. Flat Earth's a sickness, and it's spreading worldwide. I know the earth is round, I swear that it's true. But debate these fools too long, and you'll start doubting it too. Ooh, I need a tree. Somebody please send me a peer-reviewed paper. I'm slipping, man. I'm feeling flirty.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and friends. RATzoid and friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Scum, BJ2 with RATzoids, crap-tastic. These jerks just spew. Flat earth they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, RATzoid and friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Oh, and he's forgot to turn the camera on. What a champion. Oh, brilliant stuff. Is it going to work? Hey, there we go. Howdy, everybody. How the ever-loving hell are we? Oh, my goodness. I'm here. Hi. I'm only 10 minutes late. We're getting there. Another year of this, and we might kick it off on time. Full disclosure, the last little music video you saw, you weren't supposed to see, and I've up setting up my scene. So what are you going to do? That'll get played again when I do my proper intro. But first, we're just going to say hi to everybody and check in with the haps around the craps and whatnot. What happens if I do this? Is that going to break everything? It might. It might. We shall see. I'm testing some stuff. First off, hi to everybody. I've been in a bunch of streams and I haven't been all over the internet this week. It's been a bit more stable. But the top left stuff is all still happening. So don't forget to get your ass over to FTFE's channel, MC Toon's channel, and watch the ever-loving crap out of the King Nico voting video and Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind video as well. Those motherfuckers deserve a top left award. And according to the tally yesterday on FTFE stream, neither me nor Mark are sitting in the top 5, but somehow Fred from TikTok is. What the hell, people? Lift your game. Open up as many incognito tabs as your computer can handle, and on your phone, tablets, whatever, and watch the crap out of those videos. Let's get these bozos winning top left. I've got a chat open over here, and I'm going to have a look at it, is what I'm going to do. Hi to all you lovely, lovely people. Michaela has nailed it. It's not a DP stream unless it all goes horrifically wrong. Thankfully, we get it all out of the way early, and then it's all done. So that's always good. Hi to Emma. Hi to me. I'm in the chat. Always good to see me there. Hi to Lewis. Thank you for popping in, sir. We got Divids, we got Bruce Wolford, we got Big Fish, we got Crazy Razy, we got Laurie Litiaho, which is awesome. Divids is here, who made his awesome Dearth video, 3rd place, and that is fan-freaking-tastic, sir. Well deserved. If it's not going to be me or Mike, then I hope it's you, because that Dearth video is gorgeous. Absolute masterpiece. I've got my pedal board case under my desk using it as a footstool, and it's all a bit wrong and it's in the wrong spot, and I want to fix that. Yes, so bit of news before we dive in. Let's go over to the chatting screen and then I can see if this is actually working. Fingers crossed. Yeah, look at that. We got proper YouTube chat over there because it's reversed on this screen over that way. How good does that look? It's pretty big. It's going to fly through pretty fast, but I can kind of monitor what the chat's doing through OBS, which is nice. And then I've got a different version of the chat over here that I can chat in and it won't show up on screen. So that's awesome. And now you're all part of the thing. Why is my sound cutting in and out? Don't mess with me, Tori. Don't you mess with me. Have I got filters on? I don't have filters on. I'm just turning things on and off. Close that. Is that any better? It was good now. Awesome. It shouldn't be. I fixed all this, and it could be because I've just had to install the update for bloody NVIDIA broadcast, which is a pain in the testicular region. I'll tell you that for nothing. That was annoying. Been sitting here all day. It didn't say a word about it, and the whole time I was cutting that RATzoid thing together, it did nothing. But we're not going to talk about that. You're all going to pretend you didn't see it. Okay? That didn't happen. So yeah, I've messed up setting up the scene. So there'll be no dirty money tonight because it's not gonna work. Is the thing there? Anyway, other news. Let's see what has been going down in Groovetown. A bunch of you nutcases have bought stuff off the store, which still blows my mind. But I have, for your viewing pleasure, at some point this evening, the first real life images and video of a Whitsett the Platypus backpack in the wild, which is incredibly exciting. So I'll be sharing that as soon as I figure out how. I'll just show the videos because I haven't got the pictures ready because I'm dumb. And we've got some royalty in amongst the orders, just quietly. So someone, Mr. Lewis Gray in the chat, I'm totally doxing your order here, sir. He's bought a hat, a DP Debunked hat, which is awesome. So when that arrives, and they are taking a bit longer because of the embroidery on the hat, so full disclosure, when that arrives, I fully expect to see it on the Normal Bloke from Sheffield stream over on Twitch, because that would be amazing. And the new Dearth Potato t-shirt, which I will share with everybody. Uno momento, por favor. That's not the page I want to be on. Just talk amongst yourselves. It's all good. Oh, God damn it. Are you for real? Come on now. You can't want me to do this. Sign in with that. It's going to work. Add your email address. What the? This already exists. What do you... Oh. Seriously? Right, let me try this again. Like I said, we get all the nonsense out of the way at the start. That's how we roll here. Really? Really? Maybe it's... No, why are you doing this? This is stupid. I'm already... What are you doing? This is the dumbest thing. Is this going to work, or are you going to be stupid? You're going to be stupid, aren't you? Oh my god. Also, I'm a total idiot because I can just do this. You absolute pillock. There we go. Okay. My chat seems stuck. Your chat seems stuck. It says computer says on my screen, which is the last chat message. Emma. It's moving for me. Is it moving for you, clowns? Let me check the streamy health. Yep. It's moving. It's moving. Michaela's message is there. So you're telling lies. It's not April Fool's Day anymore, Emma. Enough of this shenanigans and whatnot. We're stuck 5 hours ago and I wrote my comment. Oh, don't even. You bloody... Lewis Gray has dropped a £5 super chat. DP, the man, the myth, the legend. I am a legend. Or bellend. Thank you, sir. That is much appreciated and absolutely unnecessary from you, kind sir. That's a good shout. I probably do. Yeah, I do have it set wrong. Let's go to live chat. And there we go. That should fix that problem. And now you get to see my little thing. Hey, remember to guard your privacy and abide by the community guidelines. You've got it, YouTube. That's a timely reminder for all you lovely people. Oh my God, I've just broken it. Ah, there we go. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. What the hell am I doing? Oh, we're going over here. Look at that. You all moved over. Backpacks. That's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you some of the new additions to the range of nonsense that has been created. Look at these bad boys. The You're Not Stupid Potato Dearth t-shirt. I'm very, very proud of this. It's got Potato Dearth, who is, I think he is absolutely the favorite character we have of mine here. In the Debunkatorium, it says, "You're not stupid, Dearth is stupid," because he's always wearing that stupid t-shirt that says, "You're not stupid, the globe is." No, not stupid, Dearth. You are. So there you go. Look how good this looks in piss yellow. Fantastic. You can get it in hot pink as well, since they're all homophobes. So that's fun for the whole family. And as close as I could get to my favorite fluoro green, you can get that bad boy, which is excellent. There may be someone, a far more prominent member of the debunking community, who ordered that within like an hour of me creating it, who shall remain nameless. You can also get it as a hoodie, but this is my second favorite character that we've created. Monkey Betty, no, it should not be D-I-T-R-H, because that's how he spells it. His name is Dearth. We all know it, and that's how it gets spelt. So, there we go. Generally shady. YouTube guidelines are as vague as filth products, not yours, DP. We know that sweatshop got a new 20-watt fan last year. Yeah, 2 of them, actually. 2 of them, because I don't mess around. Sexy Creepy Dearth t-shirt and hoodies, people. Coming at you. Again, available in sexy pink. And you can get it in orange. You can get it in like a baby vomit green, which I think is rather fetching. You can get it in teal, because teal is important. You can see what it looks like on a female. There's something new for flat earthers. That's a real life female right there wearing clothes. and purple. I think the purple's quite nice. And then just a gross military green as well for the more violent amongst you. So that's a thing that exists, and a mug, of course. Mugs are where it's at. Look at him. Ah, he's adorable and disturbing, because nothing says flat earth grift like a potato in a thong. I did mention on the Discord. We've got a Discord now, everybody. Oh, God. Can we do this thing? We can do this thing. Surely we can. If I go to the YubTubs, I'll drop a link to the Discord and I'll pin that, and you can all get your butts over to the Discord and do the Discord things, whatever that is. Copy link address, and then I go over here, and then I join the Debunkatorium on Discord, not that cord. Oh, Jesus. Are you serious? How long is the link? YouTube. Holy shit. All right. Well, I'm not doing that. Someone else, if you're on the Discord, figure out how to get the link, because this is just freaking out on me. Craziness. It's on the channel page anyway. You can get to it from there. Figure it out. I can't help you with that. Anyway, the mug. This is great so far, everybody. The mug. What I wanted, or what I want at some point, is a heat change version of this mug. So when it's full of hot liquid, or you can feel the heat, the little strip of underwear fades away and disappears. So it's just a naked potato. There'll be nothing under it. We're not disgusting. But look at him dance. Look at him go. Hey, baby. How you doing? It's not a heat change mug, but it could have been. And a hoodie, because winter is on its way here in Australia, and I'm going to freeze my nards off. So I'm going to get myself a bunch of hoodies so I don't freeze to death. Don't forget about the most important book in history, people. Okay? The big book of flat earth evidence. If you look at the cover, says it right there. Flat earth evidence. And a quote here from someone called Dave Weiss. Every page is dripping with facts. A must read for every truther. It's not really from Dave Weiss. We've got the quotes on the back. This book changed my life. Now I finally understand flat earth evidence. Wait, from a confused flurf. A whole bunch of stuff. There's the cover. We've got a penguin on it, of course, guarding all the secrets, because that's what penguins do. And if you read the fine print, the disclaimer, contents may vary depending on available evidence. Or to put it another way, this is just an empty notebook. There's nothing in it. That's it. That's the joke. And it's glorious. Did I add a new Witsit thing? I feel like I did, you know. Let me have a look. Did I? No, I was going to. I was working on it, and then I pulled the trigger. You can get the Golden Shower Edition. Oh, yep, thank you. I shall pin that right now. Boom. Thank you, Illusion, my mushroomy friend. Much obliged. There it is. In urine yellow, the Witsit the Platypus Golden Shower Edition Adventure Backpack, now available in the store. Now, if you did go to the store and you're looking at stuff thinking that color's gross, or it's not quite right, shoot me an email, shoot me a message. I'm always around the place. Do whatever you want to do. I am more than happy to make variants for anyone who wants one of anything that you can see on the store. More on the way. Juicebox King merch is happening. We will have Juicebox King stuff. But unlike everything else on the store, the Juicebox King one is important to me because I'm very proud of the design. And I've ordered a t-shirt for myself to test it out. So that will be making its debut on stream next week, which will be awesome sauce. We can bin that off now, which is great. The other thing we can do is if I go to my funky channel, funnily enough, the last thing I've searched for on YouTube, apparently, you can all have a look at this. I don't know if you'll see it, but up there on the YouTube, the last thing I searched for was dog pooping. Yep. And then I found a couple of videos of dogs pooping, funnily enough, and they were too gross to include in what I was using it for. So that is a thing that happened, and now I've shared that with all of you, and I really didn't have to. Oh, look at that. I'm streaming right now. I'm friggin' live. Let's all watch this, because I think it's fun. So we're going to do that. Apologies for weird noises. My audio input capture is done with a shitty aux cable from my other PC to this one, so I can do these things. And yeah, actually, I was going to show Mark and Patricia, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's not monetize your stream anyway. Who cares? Let's just play it. Let's have a look. It's not working. Why? Because I've muted it when I was recording stuff. Get out of the way. God damn it. Let's try that again. Here you go, kids. This is Mark and Patricia, the flat earth breakup of the century. See if my stream gets taken in. This is the funniest thing I've ever edited. Officially, it's the funniest thing I've made. I'm gonna wait for it. Yeah, I know. Every time it makes me giggle. So when I was editing that, I won't play it again tonight. I'll behave. When I was editing that, thank you, Cole S. And that's what I'm going to talk about. I had the inspiration for that in, I think it was Craig's stream yesterday, and I was chatting with somebody, and I made a comment about Mark Sargent. It must, or maybe it was Toon's stream. I think it was Toon's. Like Mark Sargent being a teenage boy laying in bed at night crying, listening to The Cure, and someone said he strikes me as more of a Phil Collins guy, and bang, went off in my head, and I was like, oh crap, I've got to go make a video. And I said it in the chat, and I went and did it, and I cut it in like half an hour to get the footage and everything and slap it together. And obviously the most important part is Mark Sargent's stupid air drumming, which is the dumbest thing ever. Mark Sargent, if you're watching this, stop it, man. Don't. It's not cool. It's not funny. It's not ironic. Just don't do it. Stop, please. Please stop. Anyway, so I'm cutting that, and I've got the footage there, and I've got it all lined up on the timeline, and then I'm looking at the audio track, and I'm trying to do it fast, and I've grabbed the air drumming, and I've put it in where I think on the wave form. Remember waveforms? That's a blast from the past. Dropped it in, played it back, and nearly fell off my chair because I nailed it. First time. Got it bang on the needle drop of the drums. Like, it was so good. So good. I was very, very proud of myself. So, yeah. First time out of the blocks. Knocked it out of the park. Let's check in with the chat. Stuff's going on, and I'm missing stuff, and it's all someone's fault. Who is me. Rhino dropped a $4.99 United States shekels super chat. Should be in bed, but this stream popped up, so here I am amongst legends. And me. Good to have you here, Rhino. Beautiful to see you. And Emma, one of my favoritist zoo crewers, you're all my favorites, has gifted 10 DP Debunks memberships. 10 brand new debunkeries. Or debunklings. We might change it to debunklings at some point. But for now, you're still debunkers. Derpunkers. That's the word I'm looking for. All 10 of you. So if you've received one of those, make sure you thank the lovely and talented Emma, because she's awesome. Didn't have to do that, but has anyway, because Emma is fantastic. So thank you all. Cole S. Bev was on Jaren's stream last night saying if you had a triangle of 1 mile canals and each was a drop of 8 inches, turn. If you went around from A to B to C to A, you'd be 24 inches lower back at A. That doesn't work. Illusion. I had a pair of those sticks. They got broken after I saw Mark doing that shit. Well, Mark's changed colours. Elizabeth should go on the warpath for RATzoid. Yeah, I agree. Because, yeah, and that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, incidentally. Now that we're half an hour in, Coping Emporium is going to bed. Go and get some sleep, sir. Thank you for your assistance this afternoon, and have a really good rest. Bye, Emma. You too. Everybody's bailing out. They're like, right, I've had my name said. I can piss off now. And that's fine. I respect that. But no, people, if you need sleep, go and sleep. Bruce Wolford, Mark Sargent, last you think he's cool, doesn't realise everyone is seeking, you're so embarrassment, walk 20 feet behind me. Yeah, Mark Sargent thinks that the ad he did for the betting company here in Australia that he plays at the start of his streams is a good thing. It's not. In Australian, Mark, it's called taking the piss, and you have had the piss well and truly taken out of you. You know what? We don't even play that ad on TV over here anymore. Nobody cares. It's not funny anymore, so we gave up. You're just sad now. He absolutely does have main character syndrome. Speaking of characters, we need to check in with all of ours. Let's do the rounds. Who have we got? Who is around? Elmer Spud, are you here? I'm doing the roll call.
Be viewy quiet. I'm leaking data.
He's still leaking data, Elmer Spud. Oh, that's very sad.
Gravity is just a theory.
It is just a theory. It's not, actually. That's not true. But, you know, we humour him around these parts.
NASA twicked woo.
NASA didn't twick me. I keep telling you.
My toilet flushes the same way every time.
I'm so glad your toilet works, Elmer Spud. Good Lord. Who else we got? Witzer, are you here? No one's seen you for a while. Are you all right, buddy?
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
Okay. Well, you know, good to see you. Scumbag, what are you up to?
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
All right. Jeez. Settle down. What else we got? CC Lespew. Are you here?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
Always cheers me up. Always. What are you up to right now, Chief?
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
Every time I try to talk to him, he's getting a phone call. What are you talking about on the phone, CC?
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know either. And what about our new friend? Fuckface. Are you here, you douche?
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yeah, it sure is, buddy. It sure is. What else you got to say for yourself?
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Really? You want to say that one again, please, RATzoid?
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yep, complete hypocrite, zero integrity, no honor. I'm inclined to agree. Anything else you need to share with us?
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Really? That's why you insult women. I think everybody needs to hear that one again. RATzoid, tell us why you insult women.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Because you have a tiny micro penis. Right. Well, now we know that. You're welcome, everybody. You heard it here first. You heard it from Flatzoid's own mouth. Let's hear it once again.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's very sad for RATzoid. Yeah, so turns out voice cloning is fucking awesome. That was created today. I know it's Andy. Says, loved your top left video. Great graphics and video editing. Live stream tech. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I was rushing. Like, I had a number of hours to sort out everything for this evening's stream, and then distracted myself by editing stuff and creating this guy.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep, that sounds about right. And Culture Cats is here saying hi. Hi, Culture Cats. I ran out of breath while I was saying hi to Culture Cats. Good to see you, sir. As always. Let's see. Cece, you got anything you want to say to cats?
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either, buddy. The characters are so much fun.
NASA twicked woo.
They sure did. Anyway, we are going to talk about for RATzoid and friends this evening, and to do so, we need to have an intro that if you were here from the start, you absolutely didn't see. Accidentally, that didn't happen. So while this plays, I'm going to run off and get a drink because I don't have any DP juice on my desk, and that is an absolute fucking travesty. So enjoy the intro for tonight's stream, which is, of course, entitled For RATzoid and Friends.
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and friends. RATzoid and friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rubber scum, BJ2. With RATzoids, crap tested, these jerks just spew. Flat earth lies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, RATzoid and friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
You sure do, RATzoid. Thanks for sharing. There we go. So, RATzoid and friends have been up to some shenanigans this week, and I wanted to talk about it because, quite frankly, it really, how do I put this? Pissed me off a lot. MC Toon made a video covering this. I pondered playing it on the stream. I'm not going to, but get over to MC Toon's channel and you can check it out. I will drop a link to said video in the chat. And you know what? If you haven't seen it or you don't know what I'm about to talk about, you should get over there right now and watch it. Leave the stream, go and watch this, and then come back. I can fart around for 4 minutes and 19 seconds while you check this out. So there's a link to MC Toon's video. It's very, very good, and it sums up the matter quite well. I'm just going to adjust in my seat. So, essentially, RATzoid made a bit of an accusation. So while you're all off watching the video, I'll recap it for everybody else who is here. The accusation was that Lisbeth went to Antarctica to serve as some sort of, how do we even put this? Concubine for everybody else on the trip. Basically, his accusation was that she served as the village bicycle, or the teen bike, if you PJ, the teen bike. And it was fucking disgusting. Absolutely, like, take all of the other lies and bullshit that RATzoid has said about the final experiment. All his lies and slander against Will Duffy, against MC Toon, against Dave McKeegan, even about Jaron Whitsett, Lisbeth, Jonathan Morandi, all of the people who were there. Take all of that and roll it into a ball and then multiply it by 10 million. And it doesn't even scratch the surface of how utterly and completely fucking disgusting what he said was. How dare he say something like that on the internet about any other human being? And bear in mind, I'm a globetard. Lisbeth is a flat earther, and I don't give a shit. Because for him to say that about any female is completely out of line, and to do it based on zero information, zero evidence, with no justification whatsoever. Elizabeth has never wronged him in any way, shape or form. I doubt she even knows he exists, like most females, because fuck him. But what the actual fuck was he thinking? And how does he think that's okay? And then he's got the nerve to sit there, sipping out of a mug that says man of God, and tell the rest of the people watching to check their facts. To check their facts. He's basing all of this on Jaren's stream. He's scrolling through pictures, and there's a picture of someone scantily clad, which is fine. Turns out that's Jaren's wife, not Lisbeth. But RATzoid, don't let that stop you, will you? No, he absolutely won't. He'll just claim that it's Lisbeth sending naked pictures to Jaren. That's his claim. He has no evidence for it. No way to back it up. Absolute bullshit. But he said it, and he's since doubled down on it. And Sov and PJ, those pieces of shit, they're just sitting there nodding in agreement, having a chuckle, having a little giggle to themselves at somebody else's expense. And also doubling down on the claims. So what's he going to do now? As David said, it's bad enough to say it as a joke, let alone spreading this as if it actually happened. The thing is, he's not joking. He was deadly serious. He backed it up more. He compared the Lisbeth, who wasn't fucking Lisbeth for a start, to his own wife. My wife doesn't do that. I've heard different, RATzoid. I hear your wife sends naked pictures to every single globe debunker and to every single flat earth debunker. I've got a folder on my hard drive full of naked pictures of your wife. Can you prove that what I'm saying is not correct, RATzoid? Can you prove it? Can you prove it? I don't think you can. So what I want to do tonight is I'm going to make as many unfounded, unjustified claims about RATzoid as I can think of over the course of this evening. And it's up to him to prove that they're not true, if he can. Stuart, I'm obviously joking. I don't have a folder full of pictures of RATzoid's wife, and I wish RATzoid's wife absolutely no ill will whatsoever. But if RATzoid wants to make claims about other people that he's never met, that he doesn't know, and think that that's okay, then I'm sure he's fine with the shoe being on the other foot. So let me rephrase. I have a folder full of naked pictures of RATzoid that he sent me. He sends me about 10 a week via email, sends them to my phone, tags me in pictures on his OnlyFans that he keeps secret. Happens all the time. Tons of them. I don't know. Everybody in the chat has also got naked pictures of RATzoid. Also, pictures of RATzoid naked with PJ and with Sov. My chat just died. That's awesome. Reload that. It's coming back. There we go. I did miss the bit where RATzoid claims to have revenge porn of an ex-flav, and that's how classy he is. Do you want to remind us, RATzoid, how classy you are?
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yep, you sure do. I'm not throwing her under the bus. Stuart, I'm not. It's to get up RATzoid's ass. And I've already walked it back. Okay? So if it's a problem for you, Stuart, and I'll apologise to RATzoid's wife right now. I do apologise. I've overstepped the line because I was angry. And I retract that statement. That was not cool and that was not fair to say. So I take it back. So there you go, Stuart. If it's still a problem for you, you don't have to be here. Okay? But you also don't have to bang on about it in the chat. Because you're right. She's not the point and she's not the target. But what he did and what his little pack of wankers did on that stream is not okay and should not stand. Anybody who is sitting by and is not speaking out about this and making noise should be ashamed of themselves. If any Glober did this, and it doesn't even have to be a female flat earther, to anybody, I'd be coming after you too. Because it is absolutely deplorable and disgusting. I'm not going to play what he said on this stream. Tori Hanzo with 100 of the sex. RATzoid needs a container. Nice to see you streaming again, DPD. You're very welcome. Good to have you here, Tori. Apologies, I got some gas from ginger beer and I'm talking too fast because I'm fired up. I've been wanting to get this out of my system for a couple of days. Time and place. And girlfriend's gone home. She's spending time with the boys. I'm here. I'm home alone. I can just yell at the camera and get all of this out of my system. We do all love the sex, Michaela. Do you know who else loves the sex? RATzoid loves the sex. So many videos and pictures of that all over the internet. I've got so much revenge porn of RATzoid. It's not even funny. It's really not funny. It's quite disgusting. That guy is in some messed up stuff. Hey, RATzoid, can you prove that anything I'm saying is not correct? I'll be here. I'm waiting. Yeah, we'll whack it all on my Discord. You're not invited to the Discord, by the way, RATzoid. If I find you in there, I'll kick you out. You're not welcome. You're not welcome on this channel. You show up in this channel, you get banned. I've got no interest in speaking to you. Ever. Ever. You will not get platformed on this channel beyond tonight. And that's what sucks. I had big plans for going after RATzoid. It's going to be a trilogy of videos. It was going to be great. I'd finally had the idea and the angle that I was going to tackle. It was going to be glorious. I had like 2 songs made. I'd started cutting music videos together. And now I'm just not going to bother. You get tonight here on this channel. This is all for you, for RATzoid and your little band of merry jerk-offs. And I hope people tag you, and I hope you come along and watch the replay and just know you've got absolutely no recourse and you've got absolutely no place here. No one else has permission to nuke him if he lights up. You just can ignore his lame, disgusting ass. And I reserve the right to ban him from this channel for myself. And I do apologize because I know you'd all love to have some fun. Actually, what we'll do, everybody who's got a wrench, if he was to show up, and he won't because it's for RATzoid, if he did, you can all time him out for 10 seconds at a time so you can all have some fun with Whack a Troll. Because that's all he is. He's a troll. He's not a leader. He doesn't know anything. He's a moron. He was on Toon's Discord this afternoon arguing that a hypotenuse has to be 45 degrees and doubling down and tripling down. But what a fucking moron. Doesn't even understand a triangle. But he knows more about the shape of the earth than everybody else. You think it's flat. You idiot. You put it in your name. And you proved how absolutely bereft of intellectual ability you are by saying what you said about Lisbeth with no thought and no regard whatsoever for the possible consequences. Because we here on the outside, we see what the flat earth community is like. We've been seeing it since they got back from Antarctica and what they've done to Jared, to Nick Havoc, who isn't God's frigging gift to decency and anything else, but he's still a human. Melodome, Patricia Steer, all those people who have left, they've just turned on them and tried to tear them to absolute shreds What do you think the people watching you dipshit, are going to do with that claim? That is going to spread far and wide. That gets back to Elizabeth. She hears that. Her family will probably hear that. Her parents. And never mind that. What you said about what was happening on that trip, which is absolute bullshit, and there is not a grain of truth in it, has ramifications for people like MC Toon, for Jaren, for Whitsett, for Jonathan Morandi, for Dave McKeegan, for Critical Think. Because what you insinuated is that they were all a part of it. And how fucking dare you? You're quite happy then, RATzoid, to potentially disrupt or upturn or fuck up somebody's relationship or marriage? And for what? So you can have your $7 a month of fucking revenue in your bullshit channel? Fuck you. Toon, Dave McKeegan, Will Duffy, they're all big men. They can take it. I'm sure Elizabeth can as well. She can handle your bullshit. She strikes me as a very self-assured, strong individual. But you didn't stop for 1 second to think about what would happen if someone heard that crap without any context. And even the context that you said was important is still complete bullshit. Because there is zero truth in it. And we all know why.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yeah, so we know you're lying because your lips were moving. My other RATzoid's broken.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon,
But
wherever you may
cheers,
be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
Why is he broken? Hey, speak of the devil. Not the devil. Satan. I've got Satan here. Satan's here. Hi, Satan. Dave McKeegan in the chat. It's had its ramifications. I now rate a rat's asshole more highly than I rate RATzoid. I think even that, Dave, is being way too generous. Way too generous. I'm quite angry. I don't know if you've noticed. I've never been this angry on the internet before. It's quite liberating. I'm enjoying myself. How have I broken my hotkeys? How is that a thing that has happened? Let me see if I can get them. I can't go the whole bloody stream. Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong key.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
There we go. Yes, you are a complete hypocrite. Anything else you want to say for yourself? This is my favorite by far.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
That's why you did it. We all know that's why you did it, RATzoid. Yeah, David is right. It can't even be a cartoon without fucking it up. That's how much of a tool he is. Now, I have no doubt that the other halves of our very own Dave McKeegan, honorary mascot of the Debunkatorium. It's not true, although it could be. And MC Toon, Anko, like anything that comes out of a RATzoid's mouth rates about as highly as a wet fart in an elevator for them. So no real issue. But like for Jaren, as if that guy hasn't been through the ringer enough. Now, I know that there are people who are still like, screw friggin' Jaren, and he still believes the moon landings were fake and still believes in blah, 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 blah. That's fine. He's also still a human being. And for this asshole to come out and claim that there's naked pictures going back and forth between Jaren and Elizabeth because RATzoid doesn't understand how proper human interactions work because the only other people he deals with are PJ, the friggin' blob of a peanut, and Grandpa solved the convicted criminal who's just stoned out of his mind all the time and doesn't understand gas. Like, fucking, where do you get off? Just leave people alone. Cats. I'll put the link to Toon's video in the chat again. You need to watch this one, Cats. And that'll get you. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know about any of the other lies or nonsense that RATzoid and his Jerkylls have been up to. Thank you, Bob the Science Guy, for gifting all of us the Jerkylls term. But just what Toon put in that video is enough. McKeegan, it's just, see, you should be a politician, Dave, because you're always on message. Respect. I respect it. But yes, you're absolutely right. Although, no matter how much of a moronic fuckwit RATzoid wants to be, Toon for top left. I mean, there's every chance that all of this is for RATzoid just guaranteeing himself top left because you're all terrified of King Nico taking it out. And I get that. I get it. Nico is the biggest threat in the flat earth community. He's coming for all of you. He is. He's going to take over. He's going to be the king of flat earth. Motherfucker hacked my video. You all missed out on dancing elephants and synchronized swimming routines. But all of that is beside the point. We're not here to talk about it. We're here to talk about this asshole.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep. And he's stolen the crown as far as I'm concerned, because there's someone else that was widely regarded as one of the biggest pieces of shit. What's he got to say for himself?
My toilet flushes the same way every time.
No, you're still a disgusting piece of shit, Elvis Bud. I was talking about this guy.
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
You sure are. But now we've got this one.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yeah, you don't. You've got nothing, buddy. Absolutely nothing. So, unlike RATzoid, I don't actually want to make numerous unsubstantiated, unverified claims. Okay, I'm not going to defame anybody. I'm not going to throw anybody else under the bus. I've got most of it out of my system. But I have heard some things from anonymous sources, and I do want to share them. Okay, because it's important. For instance, now this isn't me claiming this, and I'm not saying it. Okay, this is just something that I've heard from an anonymous source. But I have heard from the anonymous source that RATzoid likes to violate small furry animals. Now, I'm not making that claim, but it is something I've heard from an anonymous source that RATzoid likes to violate small furry animals. So if he does hear this and you've got a problem with it, RATzoid, the onus is on you to prove to everybody that that is not correct. Can you? I'm not sure that you can. I'm not sure how you go about disproving that. But again, I'm not making the claim. I'm just sharing what I heard from an anonymous source. It may have come from a leaky app, Rhino. Yes, he may have. RATzoid. Big Fish just nailed it. It is RATzoid. Yes, everybody, write it down. For RATzoid is no more because he's no longer a joke and he's no longer completely harmless. He's revealed himself to be a rat. What else are you, RATzoid? Or RATzoid, I should say. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yep. You do have a tiny micro penis. That's what rats have, RATzoid. I'm going to slip and not call him RATzoid, so pull me up on it when and if I do, because that is his name. RATzoid. A RATzoid emoji, I think I can hook that up right now. Stand by, people. We will get a RATzoid emoji happening. And guess what you'll have to type in? DPD RATzoid. Where do I do that? I go to a different tab. Bear with me. By the way, Dave McKeegan and Culture Cats, I've given you wrenches, and I apologise that I didn't get around to it until this evening. It's very lax of me, because you know the rules around here. Basically, everybody gets a wrench, because I'm just rubbish at figuring out otherwise. Right. Customize perks, emoji, scroll down. Geez, we're getting a few. Oh, there's also a new luck dragon emoji, because as we all learned last time out, Cece's hair is basically the luck dragon. Is this going to work? Let's go RATzoid. It should work. It's a GIF, but it'll be fine. Save and publish. It's tiny, and you can't really make it out. Are you serious? All right, it won't let me do it right now. By next stream, I promise, we'll have a RATzoid emoji. Honestly, I'm not in too much of a rush to add his crap onto the screen. So, yeah, it's fine. Whoa, what happened there? The chat has frozen there, so I'm just going to reload that for everybody. There we go. Beautiful. Fixed it. Fixed it, everybody. Wrenches are only for us spanners. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. For anyone who may have missed the intro to this little section of tonight's stream, I'm going to play it again. Full disclosure, mainly because I need to pee. And that's something else that I've heard from an anonymous source that RATzoid is really into, is pee stuff. I'm not making the claim, just so that's clear. I'm not the one saying that, but I've heard people are saying that RATzoid is really into pee stuff. So just as a reminder, what this section of the show is all about, and because Conspiracy Music Studios is here, here's your intro to RATzoid and friends.
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and friends. RATzoid and friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rebel scum, BJ2. With RATzoids, crap-tastic, these jerks just spew. Butterflies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, RATzoid and friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Do you people have any idea how hard it is for a male to stop peeing midstream to come back here and replay that video? I don't think you do. This is incredibly uncomfortable. I need another minute. So just watch it again. Hang on, I'm going to flick to something else. We'll flick back here. Oh my God. Here you go.
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and friends. RATzoid and friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rebel scum, BJ2. With RATzoids, crap-tastic, these jerks just spew. Butterflies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, RATzoid and friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
You absolutely do have a tiny micropenis. Thanks for sharing We all despise you. That was RATzoid, everybody. You heard it right from his mouth. Horizons View, the song is too short. I'll say, holy crap. The one time I actually get Suno to spit something out that is the length I requested, that's what she said, it does. I needed it to be 2, maybe 3 minutes long for that particular little interlude. Holy moly. It wasn't that bad, Andy. The floor is fine. Right. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So I've heard from anonymous sources, again, I'm not making the claim. I'm just hearing from certain coiners. Jesus. I'm hearing that in his spare time, RATzoid likes to meet strangers on golf courses and dock them and go out docking with them. I'm not even sure what that means, but I'm hearing it from certain circles. That's a thing that happens. And RATzoid, if you're unhappy hearing me repeat that claim, which I'm not making, someone else has made it, then yeah, the onus is on you. You will need to provide evidence to the contrary. Can you prove that anything I've said is not correct? Can you prove that anything you've said is incorrect? For example, can you prove that this is incorrect?
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
It's up to you to prove that wrong. So that's all I've got to say. McKagan wants to jump on. Yep. All right, people, stand by. I need to figure out how to do this in a hurry because I definitely want to do that, Dave. Shit. All right. Let's. I'll give you all a quick tutorial on OBS on the fly, and you can see how crap I am at driving my computer and doing this sort of stuff. I need to find a certain email from a certain somebody. Jesus Christ, how have I got that many emails? I don't know this many people in real life. It's crazy. Nope, not that one. That was later. That's later. Jeez, that's going back away. Wowzers. Nope. Aha! Victory. Okay. Sorry, I know this is super riveting stuff, but, you know, it's fine. It's going to be worth it. Trust me. This is going to be awesome. Maybe. Okay, there's that. Yep. It's doing a thing. It's very white. We're going to... That's stupid. That button. It's doing that. Okay. Custom, start. We're getting there. Yep. Okay, how do I... Probably here. There we go. Senor McKeegan, what's the best way to shoot you an invite, sir? Do you want me to email it? And if so, is your email on your YubTub page? I can check that by my big bad self right now because I'm a big boy. That's what my mum tells me. RATzoid's mum doesn't tell him that at all. Never has, never will. Hey, there we go. I'm not a robot. That's a lie. I totally am. But we just won't tell them that. There we go. Oh, really? Is that it? I could have guessed that. I couldn't have guessed it. Apologies for the whiteness on screen. And then we go compose. One of them. And then I go back over here. And I grab one of these. And one of that guy. And put that in the thing. In the thing. Oh, don't you crash on my computer. That's not cool. Oh. Oh, there we go. It is pasted. Okay, bold. And why doing that? There we go. Aha! That can work? No. This is great, everybody. You all love it. Stupid. Let's just try this again. That there. Click on that. Zoom link thingy. That. And then apply. And then I can get rid of that. Right. Jeez. I'm just clicking send, Dave. That's happening. So that's a thing. Video needs to be... Oh, I need to start this thing. Here we go. And then that should come up in here. Hey, there we go. How am I going to do this? Don't know. Turn to meeting. I hope this works. I'm going to be really embarrassed. How's everybody doing out there in the world? Hi. I've never used the zoomy thing before or driven it. So this is all very, very new to moi. Host tools. I've enabled the waiting room. There we go. Speaker. That looks good. Audio's working. Make it bigger. Let me just catch up with chat while I try and figure out what the hell is going on. I've killed my rendering time, so that's great. We all love that. Who have we got in? Has that frozen again? I think it has. Here we go. It's caught up now. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, are you serious? I could have... That was dumb. Get rid of that. I'm a moron. I am a moron. Do-do-do. Gah. Peter is hemorrhaging. Absolutely hemorrhaging. It's not having a good time right now. That's fine. What's going on over here? Here we go. Let's just try this again. One more time. Don't open another one. What are you doing? Ugh. The brightness. It offends me. Hey, that looks more promising. Heaps more promising. Okay. That. I'm resending linkage. I think. That makes way more sense. Right. Get me out of this screen. It's too screeny. Close that. Okay, close that. and then I'm going to close that, and I'm going to get back over here, and I'm going to look at the chat, and then everything's going to be fine. Hi, everybody. Don't switch. What am I doing there? It's not where I wanted to be at all. Return to meeting. More. I want to turn that thing off. This is the best. No, I've lost the thingy. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all a disaster. Dave, if this doesn't work, I'm really sorry, man. I'm clueless. I'm hoping it makes noises at me. We'll find out momentarily. Right, let me just check in case I've missed some stuff. Oh, it's not having a good time. FPV XTC is in with a $7.99 Australian dollary dues towards a new computer there and some computer there lessons. Yeah, fair. It's completely fair. And yep, not going to argue the necessity on that one. Nope. Nope. Absolutely fair call. I'm in the meeting. What's going on? I sent an invite thingy. Does it not want me to invite thingy? I don't understand. Yep. Unless Dave just gave up. Which can't say I blame him. Can't say I blame him at all. Just get a damn Mac and be done with it. You wash your mouth out, Michaela. Look, hi. I can touch you all. I have, Dave. I sent it to possibly the wrong email address. I don't think I did. Oh, God. Now it's flipping out on me. I will try again. Maybe it detected I am a robot. I mean, that would be news to me. All right. Let me just bring up that chat, bring up this window. Go to here, invite by Gmail. Yeah, while I try to figure out how to drive internet things, you will just talk amongst yourselves. That'll be great. Right, that looks more sensible. And I'm just going to put DP debunks in because nobody just wants to see DP in the subject of an email. That might raise some questions. Right, I am assuming that's sent. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh my goodness. Is that a thing? I don't think that's happened. Turn that off. I'm going to get rid of the waiting room. Right, I've definitely sent an invite. And I sent it to the DPM photography address, Senior McKeegan. But you're doing things in here now. Absolute shambles. Control Alt Delete. Alt F4, isn't it? That's what I need to press, right? Alt F4. That fixes everything. That's what I've heard. Copy invite link. There he is. Hang on. At least I can type. There we go. Try that one, sir. Oh, I can see Zoom doing a thing. No, it's not doing a thing at all. It's lies. Lies, damn lies. I've done something really stupid and... Hey, look out. Right. Now, I've got to figure out how to get a certain someone on the screen. I'm just going to mute you for a second, sir. Sorry. Okie dokie. Let me just add... let's go window capture. Window capture. Let's go zoom. That's not it. That one. I don't look right. That don't look right at all. Hang on. Let me bin that off. Remove. Yes. Fuck it. Let's just go to here. Ah, it's Inception. Bring that up. Can't see the chat. That's fine. You'll need to unmute, sir. Right. I know what I'm doing. This is great. And now we're just all over the shop. Can I, if I change this to this and go back here, and now I don't know what the people are seeing at all. Are you shitting me? I am. I'm looking away from you. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. God damn it. Okay. Okay. Where's my face cam? Scene. Transform. Flip. Are you not going to do it? Oh, you absolute... Hang on. How you doing, Dave? Just watch me dirt my way through a stream. Far out. Okay, let's try. Oh my god. Yeah, so I've got a bee in my bonnet, apparently, that I didn't really realize I had. Okay, turn that off, and then if we go back to same PC screen, if I bring that up, oh god, are you? It's fine. This will do. Wait. No, for reals, I know what I'm doing. This is all good. Speak. Yeah. There we go. That works, I think, and I can still bring the chat up. This will be great. There we go, and then the chat's still here. Beautiful. Anyway, I will shake hands because you've not met before. Good to have you on. Thank you for joining us here in the Debunkatorium and wasting the last 45 minutes while I farted around with a mouse and keyboard and thoroughly perplexed myself. Yeah, well, formerly moronic bullshit, he seems to have geared things up a little bit into the realms of just straight slander, bile, libel, whatever you want to call it. I gather you've seen what he's been up to with his bad self and Toon's video. Are they really? Okay, hang on. This can only go well. Audio input, output capture. Okay, device. Okay, let's see. I got that happening. Say something to the people, Dave.
Anybody hearing me?
Oh, that was an output. I saw it hit the red.
Oh.
Can you hear him now, lovely people?
I think I've just deafened everybody.
Outstanding. You didn't need ears. I've got the chat on screen. You can turn on captions or something. I'm getting quite warm because I'm very fired up. Oh, hang on. I've heard from sources, Dave, actually. Speaking of taking clothes off. I'm not making this claim, but I've heard that RATzoid does strip for money in certain parts of his hometown.
See, this is the thing, because in that video he says that he's just made these baseless claims and then said that if we don't like it, tough shit, and the onus is on us to disprove, to prove that nothing happened, nothing like that happened in Antarctica. So I am wanting to see proof from him that never after any of his streams has he, PJ, and Som all hung on webcams afterwards and started doing naked dances for each other. Because unless he can provide proof that that's never happened, then I guess we can only take it that it did happen.
Yeah, like I mean, RATzoid is welcome to show that that hasn't happened. If he can prove that anything you've just said is not correct, then that's all we need. That's fine. But I don't think he can. And anything that's been said on this stream tonight has about as much weight as anything he said on his. Like, ever.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, the funny thing is the fact that he's making all these claims about stuff that happened in Antarctica. Had he bothered to try and go to Antarctica with us, he could have seen firsthand that it's all bullshit, but he didn't have the bollocks to go. So I guess the onus is now on him to prove that he does have the bollocks to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certain that had he gone to Antarctica and had, you know, some testicles, and actually manned up and hopped on a plane and went to Chile and then Antarctica and then back again with all of you, the outcome would have been the same. And everything that he has been saying since you guys got back in December would be proven 100% accurate. But because he hasn't gone, I guess then he needs to prove that anything you guys have said isn't correct, which so far he hasn't really done. No. Because he's full of shit and has got nothing at all.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's funny is that all of them seem to be going on this obsession of down the road of prostitution and genital related stuff, considering they all appear to be bollockless turds.
Yeah, speaking of, one thing that has come to light today is this.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yeah, so, you know, that was interesting to learn. And also this.
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep, I didn't know that before today. And then this piece of news.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Oh, we'd already heard that one, RATzoid. What about this one?
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep, and this one?
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
That's the one I was looking for. Haven't quite nailed all the hotkeys. I mean, RATzoid hasn't quite nailed all the hotkeys because he's driving a toy. If RATzoid has an echo, yeah, that'll happen because everything's gone wrong, Dan. Unfortunately, in the chat, thanks for joining us. I'm trying to drive Zoom and it's going really well. Yeah, so that whole thing, that's been brewing the first hour or so of the stream for over 24 hours since all of that went down. It has really pissed me off. Just because, like, I don't know if it's happened before, and I've spoken about it on this stream before, and I don't know what your stance is on it, Dave. But things like the video recently of Witsit beating out a defenseless table, which is way out of line. I'm all for, you know, I stand with table, and I shouldn't be making a joke. That just came to me, and I thought it was funny. But that never sat right. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the like trading card thing with Witsit and digging into that side of what's going on. And I myself made myself really uncomfortable with the whole Steve shenanigan. And I don't talk about him here on the channel anymore. But like this part of it's not part of the debate, but this part of like flat earth and like the debunking side, and someone doing this is new for me. Have you ever heard anything like that come out of someone as prominent as RATzoid before?
Well, I mean, I've heard, I've had plenty of flack thrown towards me recently, in the last couple of years. I've always kind of No, I've no fucking idea. I know.
Just because you're a Liverpool supporter,
loads of
just so you know, it's because you're a Liverpool supporter. But we can move on.
Yeah, I mean, I know everyone talks about my tone within videos, the fact that I don't go with the mudslinging side of things, and I generally work on a theory of, like trying to give flat earthers the benefit of the doubt in, I fully understand that not everyone's going to understand everything, and there's gaps in their knowledge, and I'll try and help them along with that as long as they reciprocate. But then when people start sort of shifting the tone, like very quickly after one of my first videos, I had Oakley coming after me, throwing the abuse left, right, and center. So he's going to lower the bar. I'll happily go down to that level with him. Which is what I did in the video responses. No, subtle, not quite to his level. I'm not that bad. But yeah, I'll give people the opportunity and the benefit of the doubt. So like with RATzoid, I've not had any reason to go after RATzoid. He's not targeted anything at me. Sure, I've seen him for the past 2 years say an immense amount of stupid shit. And I've done videos correcting that, but there's nothing ever been thrown personal. So like when I had the discussion with him on FTFE's channel the other week, I kind of left it as a cordial conversation because he'd never thrown any mud directly at me that I'd seen, and we were having the conversation started polite, we kept it running polite. But to then sort of he said these things about Lisbeth with absolutely no evidence to back it up, which is, to be fair, most of the shit he says on his streams is bullshit that he has no evidence to back it up. But, that's usually just not knowing common sense and general knowledge rather than targeting individuals. So the stuff he said about Lisbeth, obviously out of line. But I was like, that's a personal attack on Lisbeth. I know that's not the case. I was there. I saw what happened or what didn't happen in Antarctica, and the kind of things he's describing absolutely didn't happen. But then the fact that he's not only gone with it was Lisbeth and it was Jaren, and he started hurling mud at MC Toon. But then he also several times stated everyone on the trip. Yeah. Didn't specifically call me out by name, but he did group as everybody on that trip, which then by virtue includes me. So yeah, I'm now taking it personal.
Yeah, and rightly so. And that's like him saying it about anything about of that ilk was enough to set me off. And then the more he doubled down on it and started arguing with people like, well, prove me wrong. Like, we can't prove anything he says wrong because it's all bullshit. Like, he's literally now just making shit up that suits his narrative and like defaming people. And that's never been okay and will never be okay. But to me, it's just like, it's so far over the line and it's past the point where you can just sort of poke fun and go, what an idiot. Like, this is vicious and really, really nasty. And just no. Like, it's different to in a debate and things get spicy and Craig's calling people idiots or retarded or whatever. That happens, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm a fan of Craig. I'm not a fan of that. But this stuff is just, and nobody on that stream speaks up and goes, hang on, like maybe we shouldn't be, no, all in, like PJ, the tune back, we call it, like, I'm sure you do, and he'd be the one person in town that doesn't get a ride, like, just Right. So yeah, I spent my afternoon cutting together the RATzoidand Friends intro. That was one outlet, and apparently I still had some residual rage to deal with. But all of this just in an attempt to justify all of the other bullshit they've had to spin about Antarctica to defend what is a religious belief. Like,
yeah, that's the funny thing about it all for me, is that not only is he making wild accusations with no evidence, he's basically openly admitting he's got no evidence, because he's not trying to show any evidence to back up his claims. He's just saying, oh, well, prove me wrong then. You know, prove you didn't do this random bollocks that I've just spewed. Which is a can of worms that I can, you know, as we've already shown, we can come up with just as many claims regarding RATzoid that he would have to, you know, go and disprove based on absolutely no evidence.
Keep talking. I'm trying something.
But it's more the fact of, like, it's quite telling, and it, I mean, what he's like and stuff, but I think he's not thought it through, in that to anybody outsider looking at flat Earth now, they're just gonna see, like, he's basically just ripped the lid off flat Earth of, you know, this is the kind of pond scum people that we are, that we're just going to make these wild accusations about people with no supporting evidence to even back it up. And why? Because we can't explain something that we claim doesn't matter.
Like, I didn't think they could surprise me anymore. And I'm still... Andy, you can't see Dave? What do you mean you can't see Dave? Oh, because I'm an idiot.
Oh, you kept yourself full screen.
My thing way too big. I mean, that's how everybody wanted it, right? This doesn't work. I thought to myself this afternoon, you know what I should do? I should figure out this Zoom thing and get that ready just in case. Just in case. And I was like, nah, it'll be fine. All right. How's that?
I've been going through the same thing.
I don't get it. I am gonna on a lighter note. Your Rusty streams are evil and wrong. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Is it? Oh, hang on. Is it? Oh, okay. Right. Okay. There you go. Then. No. That was the wrong button. There you go.
Oh, what a good boy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have you know, sir, that my I think it was would have been my second official stream, which was unofficial, kicked off without me. Had no idea it had started. It was just my static intro screen thing for 2.5 hours. I had no idea what was happening. The chat was having a great time, and I've woken up to a message in Discord from Emma saying, "Do you know you've been streaming for 2 hours? You're live." I was like, "No, I'm not." I've had a look, holy shit, I am. And then I'm checking OBS and I've left it open overnight and I'm like, holy shit, how did this occur? Like, I haven't stopped the stream in OBS, and I don't know if the girlfriend's dog like stomped on the keyboard or something looking for crumbs and it's kicked it off in YouTube. So I'm like frantic, like, oh my God, is the webcam on? Is the mic on? Because my girlfriend was up and like wandering around the house naked, getting ready for work. So I did that. I didn't even need a dog. That was all me, or the lack of me. It was very humbling though, because I quickly realized I'm superfluous to this whole operation. I don't even need to be here, and everyone will just amuse themselves. But the girlfriend has a little Boston Terrier with a squishy face that's adorable. So at some point there's going to be a Lily stream, and we can have a pup off. A pupper off. You win, but Lily's adorable, and she snores. Oh my God, does she snore? Because she's got a squishy face, she can't breathe properly. Anyway, just wanted to share that.
He usually snores as well, and kind of quite often sort of squeaks and tries to talk in his sleep, but I've not got him mic'd up.
Does he go with a lapel or a headset or just a boom mic?
Hang on, let me have a listen what he's doing. You're meant to be asleep. He's meant to be asleep and fuck I woke up.
Just look baffled. He's like, wait, I'm here, you're here, and I'm not getting all the pats. What the hell? Screw it. I'm going back to sleep. You're the worst, Dad. You're the worst. We have a wild Reynard Wilson has appeared. Mind is still in the chat. Greetings, Mr. Wilson, who is one of the stars of the King Nico voting video. Wasn't the star of my King Nico voting video, but he hacked it. And Nico did whatever he wanted to it, which is really disappointing. Everybody missed out.
I need to point out, while I'm here anyway, right?
Yes.
Fucking vote Toon for top left.
How dare you? Oh shit, Dave. Sorry, I'm going through a tunnel. Click.
I received a lot of flack. You know, I saw the watch along party.
Hey, we were 100% in the right. That's my favorite moment of like the 4.5 hour stream, the end of your video, and me and both mics at the same time. All like, oh shit!
I warned you when you were commenting King Nico's gonna win. You know, the King Nico video is gonna win. I was like, nah, don't fucking count your chickens yet, because I know what's in the MC Toon video.
Although, you know, King Nico had his revenge by adding you for a start as the NASA shield that you are, and then letting us all know that Rusty is probably very rusty because he is in fact a robot. So, or you know, the pixelated face vaguely resembling Rusty may or may not be a robot. Can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But yes, I feel I need to justify myself with that top left video because she had to be in the video, right? I couldn't not have her in the video.
Well, she was
the
one
one that
nominator.
nominated.
Yes, yep, fair play.
She was the nominator, so it was only fair, right? And I would also just like to clarify with the whole you can't have her hugging Rusty, right? That is her choice, not mine. Right?
Stop it.
So let me be fucking clear, right? She did that. Rusty put himself on the chair because that is Rusty's chair. Right? So I needed to set up in the same place that I was, right? So it was, and yeah, okay, I could have edited it out, but I do also feel that there needs to be some form of a kind of handicap put in place with this top left, given the fact that I think I'm at a severe disadvantage having to make that video. Because for everybody else who's making that video, they're making videos about people who are spoon-feeding them stupidity. Right? I challenge anybody to try and make a top left video for MC Toon without having to resort to some slightly underhanded tactics.
Well, I mean, Toon did spend the first part of his stream today or last night or tomorrow night, depending on where you are. The time zones are really confusing for me in Australia or wherever I am because my country doesn't exist. It very much resembled me trying to drive Zoom with him trying to drive TikTok and sort out audio issues. So there was that. That would have been available.
Yes, unfortunately, that was too late.
Well, see, you're in the wrong hemisphere because I saw it like a full day before all of you because I live in the future. It's great. By the way, invest in ankle socks. You didn't hear it from me. Reynard Wilson was asking during the playing of all the voting videos, he was very, very confused, mind of still, why Nico was talking about him in the video, because he's never had any interaction with him, doesn't really tackle Flat Earth at all, and Paul Rocinante was asking the same question, like, why is Nico talking about me at all? Like, I don't debate, I don't do anything, I don't get it. And it was all based off, I was writing the script for Nico to read. And I remembered for Mind of Steel's instance that while the nomination videos were playing on the nomination stream, he was already baffled by Nico. Like, who is this guy and what is wrong with him? And then my little clips of his AI prowess were playing and it all just looked a bit weird. So that's where that came from. I wrote the script, so I threw it out there with the cheeky, like, I'm looking at you, Raynard Wilson, and everything else. But for Ross and Ante and a few others, they were just listed on Toon's Top Left 2025 page as the people who put them forward, and some of them didn't have a team captain at the time, like Dearth and Lord Jemima and a few others. So I just used the names that were on the thing. And if there were no names next to it, I was just like, let's just talk smack. For no particular reason about everybody else and see what happened. But the original idea was to have Nico hang shit on all the other flat earthers. It's just that he wasn't really up for it. Now I'm like, I should have had him go after RATzoid. Wish I hadn't backed down on that one. That's a hill I should have died on. It was a super good sport about it. Nico, not RATzoid. And very, very cool. And I think in the next stream, I'll go over all the emails that went back and forth, because there are a lot and they just get funnier the closer you get to Top Left, with him like an excited Rusty or Lily, like jumping from foot to foot, like, when are they coming out? When are they coming out? As evidenced by the fact he's posted it on his own fucking channel for people to watch. Like, I'm sorry, but if that's not the most top leftiest top left thing ever, I don't know what is the guy who's like super excited at the prospect of winning the Top Left award. Talk about a lack of understanding. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, in reality, with hindsight, I probably could have got away with not bothering posting a clip of Toon. I could have just left the last like 10 seconds of just her hugging Rusty saying vote Toon Top Left, and that was it. People could have just played it on repeat.
I mean, you probably didn't even need that. Just ordering Rusty on screen doing whatever.
However,
for 10 minutes.
Well, I do think though it's quite ironic, because typically a lot of the Top Left stuff against flat earthers would be how they were being dishonest and manipulating things and, you know, trying to fudge stuff. Only for Toon to then change the voting structure for the videos so that thumbs up on everybody's videos is 10 votes, but on the one about him it's -10.
It's fair. I don't see anything wrong with that whatsoever. It makes perfect sense, because I'm upside down.
Apparently so, yeah. So it's fine. I've reported him to NASA HR. They're going to be dealing with it.
Nothing's going to happen with that, because those emails all go to Karen. So you may as well
I've spoken
print
to Karen.
that out
I have had a formal headed letter from NASA in response directly to the actions of MC Toon, and yes, they are demoting him.
Because Brenda's back from leave, so yeah, it would have gone to the right person. Shit.
Yep. So Toon is in trouble.
Dear. So much fun though. I was disappointed when Craig and Toon revealed that neither me nor Mike from the Drunk Debunk show were in the top 5. That was humbling.
Toon's not even in the fucking top 5.
I know, and his video's got like 1 million views or whatever.
He's got the second most amount of views on the videos behind Fuckwit. And he can't even bring himself to say he's second.
I think based on this week's events, and I'm not actually taking the piss here, I think based on this week's events, RATzoid should be disqualified. I think we should pin him up.
Yeah, potentially, but well, Toon's never going to do that.
No. But what if RATzoid gets disqualified, but all his votes can be reallocated to Toon.
Yeah, well, I'd be up for that too.
I'm just trying to get you back in here. That's all I'm doing. And then I'll figure out how to get him over to Nico.
I love the fact that pre top left or pre the videos, Toon was all, it's just a bit of fun. Don't take it seriously. If you take it seriously, you know, that's your mistake. And then the video comes out and he's doing absolutely everything possible to not win the joke award.
He's underestimated you, is what he's done. I think we all did, just quietly. I did see Craig nominating himself FPV.
I think I underestimated myself too, because once that fucking happened on that nomination stream, when she pointed at the screen and said Toon, I was like, oh, you know, I only prompted her when I said, who's the silliest person you know, because I thought she'd say me. Because I'm always clowning around with her and stuff. So I thought she'd say me. I didn't expect her to point at somebody on the fucking screen.
And how did she put? Because Craig was still there, wasn't he? So how was she going for Mike? Or had Craig gone by that point? I think Craig had left, actually.
No. So everyone was on the stream, but my Zoom window was on this monitor.
Right.
And because Toon was hosting the Zoom call, he was big on the screen and everyone else was really small. So she's just pointed at the big fucking face on the top of the monitor.
So really, he's brought this on himself.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, then obviously, you know, Reynard's jumping in with, oh, you know, it's an official nomination now with Craig's, oh, you've got to make a video. And I'm like, how the fuck am I going to do that? I genuinely was sitting there thinking, I'm going to have to pull the McFlatty clips because it's the only stuff. And then I'm like, actually, no, there's times where I know he's said on streams, like he's done little mimics of flat earthers. So he has said stupid shit. And if you cut it out in context, it fits.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, flat earthers would do that anyway, so it's all relevant. And then I was like, after about 10-15 minutes afterwards, when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I should just super chat him and get him to say a bunch of dumb shit, because I've done that with Craig before. You know, everyone does that with Craig, so I thought I'll just have to do the same with Toon. I thought I'll get everyone to say a bunch of stuff.
That was so.
And then
much
I was
fun.
rewatching the Antarctica stream and the bit with him like not wearing his sunglasses and everyone messaging for ages about he needs to wear his sunglasses, and then just as soon as he said, I think it was CT came out and said you need to put your sunglasses on because of the UV, and he just went, oh, that's true, I can't read, and then paused before saying like, I can't read the screen with my glasses on, I'll give it a try. I was like, all right, fucking cut that.
Nailed it. You probably could have cut it even if you had said it like a run-on sentence. It's not that hard to do. Someone just wants to say hi really, really quickly.
Be viewing quiet. And I'm leaking data.
He just likes to remind us that he's doing fuck all to fix it.
NASA twicked Woo.
Well, at
They
least he's
didn't
saying
twig
that,
me,
not his
Elmer Spud, you maniac.
not his sexy, creepy dearth, at least.
I don't have the voice for creepy, sexy dearth yet.
Thank Christ.
I will get one. I've got to go back to the Dana stream, and then you play it at half speed and just record that and get him going. Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's so wrong. I just want to check in with my old mate as well. What do you got going on, buddy?
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
He's still on the phone. Still on the phone. Forever on the phone. And what about this arsehole?
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yep, you sure do, RATzoid. Thanks for the reminder. Just in case anyone was wondering, still has tiny micro penis. I do want to say my favorite moment of the all of the streams down in Antarctica was from you. Toon was streaming, had to go inside. You took over for him, and as he's walked away, you just hear you going, "Oh shit, Toon, sorry, sun just set."
Yeah, I can't help but just I'm the worst person to have a conversation with because I am sarcastic. I don't speak English. I speak sarcasm, and English is a second language. Yeah, well, I know I need to wrap up because I can see you're on a Zoom limit, and it's only got 4.5 minutes before it's going to end the call anyway.
Yeah, I was going to log on because Mike from the Drunk Puncture was kind enough to flip me his login to do this shit, and I was panicking when you said you're up for jumping on. So because I was a bit excited. It's very, very cool. I'm much calmer now too. You're a calming influence. Well, it shouldn't happen because I'm a United supporter. So yeah, but I don't have anything to brag about anymore. So I'll just keep that under my hat.
How the hell do you support that sack of shit from the other side of the world?
But that didn't used to be a sack of shit, Dave. I remember one particular FA Cup final with Eric Cantona scoring very, very late against Liverpool, and that was one of the greatest nights of my life. So yeah, not a fair weather bandwagoner. It's a lifelong thing, and my family is from Manchester originally. My grandfather and mum, all from there.
Oh, okay.
So that explains a lot of what's going on here with all of this.
I'll let you off. So yeah, I will just point out before I have to duck out anyway. This whole thing with RATzoid is quite hilarious because he's saying that that's the only reason that Lisbeth was there. That it was all planned from the outset. Lisbeth was going to be there, and for that reason, which is funny because one, oh shit, is that why? It's saying my Zoom's quit, but I'm still here. I'll not touch that.
Just don't mention it. We'll trick it.
Yeah. So apparently that's the only reason why she was there. Except she won the golden ticket. The golden ticket came about because of a fake offer from another flat earther who went on to fucking RATzoid stream, I'm pretty sure, and pointed out he was trying to trick Will with the fake offer.
Yep.
Yeah, so actually that's the reason that she was there. But I also love the fucking cluelessness of RATzoid. Like, if I'm gonna delve into the sewers here, if we, couldn't cope a fucking week without something, without company, you could just pay for those kind of services in Chile rather than flying somebody nobody's met before for $35,000.
Yeah, you were in South America. Rather than 35, 40 grand, like $20. And hey, $20 is $20.
Yeah.
But still. And as you said, she was never supposed to be there. She was like...
No.
She was... I'm not going to say bonus, because in this... it sounds really, really wrong. But all aspersions aside from RATzoid, like... She was never part of the plan. It was going to be 3 dudes. You, Will, and...
Yeah. And then it just grew. But so even if it was a case of, oh Jesus, we really need, a female companion, and even if it was a case of, oh, it needs to be specifically this person who I'd never heard of before, and a flat earther.
Yep.
Not even if not a flat earther, let's make her appear as a flat earther. Why? She didn't need to go to Antarctica. Even if it was specifically, we need this person to be there. I could cope 4 days in Antarctica without things. So, could have just said, fly her to Chile, and then, fly her to Chile, and she could just be sort of there. But we don't need to make a big song and dance of who she is. She could just be there. And then she'll still be there when we get back from Antarctica. Oh, no, RATzoid's fucking not bothered thinking of any of that. But, right, Zoom's going to kick me off in a second because it says there's less than a minute to go.
What a monster.
So I'm going to duck out and leave you to...
No idea what you're going to say, Dave. I'm not even going to let you finish your thought. Apologies, people, because I can't drive Zoom. Let me get back to a normal scene. And I will just say, even though I can't... Oh, this stream chat is broken. It's all broken. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the one and only Dave McKeegan. We were cut off way too soon, and chat's trying to catch up. Look at it go. This is everything I've missed. If you tag me in chats, I apologize because I haven't really been able to see it or keep up because I was trying to pay attention to Mr. McKeegan, chat is still going. Thank you, Dave, for jumping on. I really appreciate it. That was super cool and super fun to have a chat to you. I've never done that before. And I do legitimately feel a little bit calmer. But now that you're gone, the urge to rant and to destroy is rising again. But yes, Dave McKeegan, thank you for joining us here in the Debunkatorium. That was an absolute honor. And I'm quite chuffed that you chose to spend some of your free time talking to this idiot. Very, very cool. If you've just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Debunkatorium, I am your old mate DP. This is the Debunkatorium, and we've been talking about RATzoid. If you don't know who RATzoid is a lying, deceitful, dishonest, disingenuous, absolute piece of human garbage who I have no respect for at all. And I've got more to say about that particular piece of shit coming up very soon. But first, let's hear from the piece of shit himself. What have you got to say, RATzoid?
I'm a disgusting person. That everything that I say is a complete lie.
That's very true. Yep. So, wait, if everything you say is a lie, then does that make what you just said a lie? No. What he just said is the only factual thing he's ever said.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yep, that's the second honest thing he's ever said. And let's go for number 3.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yes, you do insult women because you have a tiny micro penis. I've just seen what Emma's said in the chat. Finally, a stream of yours that was worth watching. Hang on. Screen snip new. I am taking a screenshot of that in the chat because that's fucking amazing. Saving that forever. That might be my favorite chat of all time. Thank you, Emma. RATzoid came out pretty good, if I say so. Yes, Megan was kind enough to go into the bullshit den. If you didn't know this about Megan, she is a renowned asshole and piece of shit photographer. Not that her photography is shit. No. She just takes photos of literal pieces of shit. And that's how we've acquired the images of this asshole.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
She also had to record his horrible, horrible voice. So thank you, Megan, for taking one for the team. And then the other piece of human garbage that hangs around here is this asshole.
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
Yeah, that one. I'd make something for PJ, but there's really no way to do it. It's just not worth it. Like, he sits on RATzoid's stream. He doesn't add anything. He just sits there and mumbles a lot and makes noises every now and then because he's basically a caveman with no intelligence whatsoever. So he's just sort of blah, 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 tuned back, blah, 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 and that's it. That's all he brings to the table. Michaela's asking, how come you say you're from Australia when you sent your backpack from Latvia? I'm going to have to let you in on a little secret here, Michaela, and I'm sorry to show everybody the man behind the curtain. I don't actually manufacture the backpacks here myself. So I do the designs and then other people make them and look after sending them out. And depending where you are on the globe, whatever facility is closest to you, that's where they're all manufactured and shipped from. So some people that have ordered mugs, for example, have received mugs manufactured in the United States or in the UK or in Europe. My t-shirt is being manufactured, or was manufactured, in Brisbane, and now it's being sent to Adelaide. So it was manufactured here. MC Toons, which at the Platypus t-shirt was manufactured in the States. So that's how that works. And that's why you're getting stuff sent from Latvia. None of that's true. I live in Latvia. That's where I'm doing all the thing. So, yeah. Michaela got the backpack before your mugs. Yes, FPV. I'm keeping an eye on that. I would like to take a breather. Just show a jail cell for him. Well, there is a jail cell at the end of the RATzoid and Friends intro video. Do we want to see that again? I really need to go to the bathroom, get another drink, a non-alcoholic drink. I think I've had enough. Emma's asking when we get a rusty emoji. You've kind of got one now, sort of, not really, but you've got this one. You've got Falcor now. That's a thing that exists. You're welcome. Or CC's hair. Speaking of CC. Fixed it. Speaking of CC, cheer me up, buddy.
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
Yeah, but what are you on the phone about?
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know either. I really, really don't.
I'm a stupid flat earther, right?
Yeah, you
and
are.
I'm just a loser.
Mm-hmm. You sure are. Yes, Charles Arnold, you and your Flurf Gold backpack. It's a thing of beauty. You're welcome. And it's going to be awesome. Wording is hard, Joe Black. Let me just check if I've been missing other stuff. I don't think I have, just Michaela and co making fun of my technical abilities or lack thereof. Right, 2 hours in, I am, what's the word? Ambivalence. Ambivalence. I'm not overly ambivalent, but just the anger and seething white hot rage about the absolute hide and nerve of RATzoid and his Jerkyll jerk-off friends and what they have said this week is here and just, absolutely infuriating. And then there's the fact that I just got to chat to Dave McKeegan for 40 minutes on my own stream. And you lot all witnessed it. Yes, it was an absolute fucking shambles of a setup and presentation, but that shit happened. And that was really cool. So, yeah. Holy crap. And my little stream replay thing is like 1,000 years behind. But amazeballs. Absolutely amazeballs. Don't pinch it off too early. Fud Sergeant. No, Illusion. Elmer Spud's right here.
Be viewy quiet. And I'm leaking data.
Yep. You sure are. What about your toilet? What's up with your toilet, Elmer Spud?
My toilet flushes the same way every time.
Yeah.
NASA twicked woo.
NASA didn't twick me. He keeps saying it, but it's not true.
Gravity is just a theory.
Gravity is not just a theory. It is not just a theory. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so RATzoid was nearly Marvin the Martian, but I'm glad we didn't waste Marvin the Martian on that piece of shit. How the animated Spud look? Oh, it looks great. I just haven't had a chance to swap it over, Megan. Elmer Spud will be getting an upgrade or a derp grade. Let's call it a derp grade. Elmer Spud will be getting a derp grade, and it's fantastic. Thank you to Megan, my unofficial production designer over here, who keeps giving me the coolest shit to use on stream out of the kindness of her heart. It is amazing, and I really do appreciate it, Megan. It's so much fun and super, super cool. I really didn't mean to step on your toes with this.
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
But yeah, someone suggested Foghorn Leghorn for Sov, and I just thought, brilliant. It just nails it. Just like angry old man as a chicken yells at sky. You can't really miss with that. Also,
Get a hold
convicted
of your
criminal.
fucking fifis a little bit there.
Yeah, there we go. I don't have the invoice yet, Michaela, but I'm going to redirect all my mail to McKeegan for trying to justify the shenanigans with his video. That was crazy. And we had Raynard Wilson in the chat, and I was all distracted setting up for Dave and everything else, and Culture Cats was here, and I didn't get a chance to chat with him and do all the things, and Cass has had me on his stream twice, and it's been brilliant. So, yeah, you're all great. Super great. We've got the best community. Unlike RATzoid and co. Like, what an absolutely vile, toxic, as the stream's title suggests, like, hive of scum and villainy they've got going over there. Now, I'm not tarring every single flat earther with the same brush, but I will say this. If you're a flat earther and you're watching this, and you're not, we all know you're not, but if you are, I'll put the link to Toon's video in the chat again, or I'll try to. How do we get there? God damn it, now I've got to remember how to drive the internet again, because this worked so well last time. Ha 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 ha! In your face. Incidentally, the more I use Foghorn Leghorn, the hotkey is 6 on my number pad. So if I use it 3 times, it's 666. Coincidence? I think not. There's the link to MC Toon's video. Go and watch that if you're a flat earther. This is what your leaders, your higher ups, your top tier flat earthers say. These are the people you're associating with. These are the people that, to the wider public, represent you. That's a guy with one of the biggest platforms, not MC Toon, the idiots in his video that he's made it about. They're the ones who are out there representing flat earth to the rest of the world. And if you want some other examples, I've got other videos on my channel. You can go check out Flat Earth Dave, who's been linking people's personally identifiable data for years. You can look at King Nico, who attends protests that are all anti-trans and anti, not even human rights, just people's rights to exist. He's not for that. He's not a fan. Everyone's a sodomite. So, you know, there's that. Really, really first-rate people that speak on your behalf and represent you in debates. Yep. That's what you're in bed with. So maybe just have a ponder about that and consider some of the choices that you're making. Because if this asshole...
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Mm-hmm. If that asshole who insults women, who also, apparently, he said it himself, has a tiny micro penis, are like the best that Flat Earth has to offer, what might they just be wrong about? It's worth considering. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to play the RATzoid and Friends intro again in case anybody has missed it. And honestly, I'm just proud of it. For an hour of work this afternoon, came up pretty sweet. I'm going to play that again. And then you can all have a look at, let's go with Feeling Flurfy while I grab a drink and go to the bathroom, scratch myself, scream into the night sky about how horrible and vile RATzoid and his Jerkyll jerk-offs are. And when we come back, we'll chat some more. I'll actually interact with you lot again, I promise. So, yeah, let's do that. And here we go. Huzzah!
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and Friends. RATzoid and Friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Grab a scum, BJ2. With RATzoids, crap-tastic, these jerks just spew. Flat earth lies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, RATzoid and friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
I woke up feeling fine, had my coffee and toast. Checked the flat earth debate, thought I'd roast me a ghost. But 5 minutes in, man, my brain took a dive. Started doubting gravity, am I even alive? Oh Lord, I'm feeling fluffy, logic slipping away. Every fact that I once knew just won't seem to stay. I know the earth is round, but my head's full of doubt. Flat earth's like a virus trying to take me out. They said water finds its level. I said yeah, but a sphere. Then I questioned my own words. What am I doing here? NASA lies, they keep screaming. It's a worldwide hoax. Now I'm Googling moon landings. Try those even real, folks? Oh Lord, I'm feeling flirty. Need to reset my brain before I start saying planes don't dip and denying rain. I know the earth is round, but my logic's on trial. Been trapped in this live stream for far too long a while. Now my IQ's dropping, my senses are numb. Can't tell if I'm breathing or just playing dumb. I need some science, a rescue call, before I start screaming. The globe is a ball. I shut down the stream, took a deep, deep breath, rewatched some Einstein to escape from this mess. But late at night, man, I swear it's a curse. I still hear Black Swan, and it's making me worse. Oh Lord, I'm feeling flirty, need a break from this ride. Flat Earth's a sickness, and it's spreading worldwide. I know the earth is round, I swear that it's true. But debate these fools too long, and you'll start doubting it too. Ooh, I need a drink. Somebody please send me a peer-reviewed paper. I'm slipping, man. I'm feeling flirty.
Remember to unmute. Ah ha ha ha! In your face. In your faces. Yeah, yeah. I'm back. I'm back. I have an empty bladder. I feel better. Okay. So, where does this leave us, people? Where do we go from here? I'll tell you where we go. I don't know. I don't know. Emma's right. Hit the like button. Hit the like button if you could. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you for the likes. They count as votes, don't they? For top left? Yeah, let's go with that. Thank you, FPV. It's good to be back. I made it in one piece. One whole piece. Satan, how are you doing? And Satan, just be in the sun. That's what Satan does. I am going to get some horns for Lightbulb Satan. A little ode to Dean Odell there. We'll play on words. You're welcome. I will be adding a RATzoid emoji because screw that guy. What an absolute piece of human garbage he is. I'll keep saying it because it's never not going to be true. So, I've told you some of the things that I have heard about RATzoid on the grapevine from anonymous sources, just around the traps. These things happen. And RATzoid, it's up to you. You know, if you want to dispute any of these facts, can you prove that anything I've said or that Dave McKeegan said is not correct? Not sure that you can. If you have heard anything relating to RATzoid or anybody else from his circle jerk of jerkles, feel free to drop it in the chat. Doesn't have to be a super chat by any stretch. Drop it in the chat and I'll read them out for everybody. Just so we can air it all and get it out into the open. That's what I'd like to see. While you do that, I'm going to do something for all of you. Let's just go to media source and do this. I just want to show you something that I got sent because it's very, very cool and I want everyone to see it. The Whitsett the Platypus backpack in the wild, in real life. Here we go. Can't see it because it's too small. Look at this. Look at it. Fucking glorious. That is a real life thing. Look at it. It exists. It is real. It's a real thing. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's have a look at that again. There it is. This is what buyer's remorse looks like. On the bottom, on the butt, as it were. This is Michaela's backpack. The Antarctic Explorer edition. There on the top. What did he say? Something about physics or something insane across the top with all the derp, of course. So there is that view. And then we do have another one that Michaela was kind enough to send through because I couldn't wait for her to receive it and had to witness this. There it is. That's all sideways is what's going on there. You can all do with that. It's fine, right? There it is. Just flipping around. Doing backpack things. Magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. Thank you for sending that through, Michaela. It is awesome. I loved seeing that it actually exists. Actually exists. Fantastic. It makes me so happy. Emma's dropped a €2 super chat since you were begging for it. I wasn't begging at all. But thank you, Emma. You're marvelous. So what have we got? Let's see. A flat earther needs to be Wile E. Coyote, says Crazy Razor, because rocket users never goes anywhere. That is a good shout, but I'm not sure any of the flat earthers are cool enough to be Wile E. Coyote. Yes, Illusion, the urine one will be interesting to see in real life. I can't wait for that. Charles Arnold, if you can hear me, I need images of that at least. I've got more images coming soon, which you'll see this week, of the grey backpack, otherwise known as the Whitsett the Platypus Adventure Backpack. The white one is the deluxe Whitsett the Platypus Backpack Antarctic Explorer Edition, which is super, super cool. Bruce Wolford, what's the difference between RATzoid and a piece of dog shit? If you step on the dog shit and wash it off, it eventually stops stinking. Yep. I mean, that's a fact. As far as I'm aware. I'm not making the claim, neither is Bruce. We've just heard that around the traps. But RATzoid, can you prove that that's not correct? I'm not sure you can. Ratatouille, RATzoid. Ratatouille is a good movie, though. We can't give him that. What? There's a pocket on the back as well? Really? There is too. I didn't even know that zipper was there. Oh, that is awesome. There's a pocket I didn't know about. Is that on the other one? I can't tell. It might be. It looks like it might be. Fantastic. Fantastic. I know I wasn't showing you lot. You'll have to go to the store to see it. I'll drop a link. Here you go. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo. There's a link to the shop. You can check out the Wizard Platypus backpack, now confirmed with an extra pocket. So instead of the pocket on the front, it's got the pocket on the back, but I think that's on the grey and yellow one as well. Amazing. Some would be better for Coyote. And Sergeant is hard. Illusion. That's gold. Mwah. I did think of Porky Pig. We were talking about that, me and Megan. We had some messages. We're not sure that Porky Pig fits Sergeant is Hard's personality. But he does look a little bit like Porky Pig. If you don't believe me, I think I've got an image I can show you somewhere. Did I download it? Oh, come on. Really? I didn't grab it? That sucks. Anyway, let's have a look at this one. It's going to be huge. Way too huge. Oh my God, Father. Look at that. What is that, ladies and gentlemen? That is a crown. Who could that crown be for? For a really huge image that I forgot to resize before I tried this. What could it be? What could it be? Oh, it looks like a juice box. It's the Juice Box King. I do have a smaller one, but this was the one I used for t-shirt, hoodie, mug design. Juice Box King, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at it. Oh, great. Anyway. Come on, we need some more RATzoid facts. Oh, Andy's in. Heard from an unknown source, RATzoid loves eating cow pats instead of just throwing them. That is interesting, and I wouldn't put it past him. So, again, myself and Oh No, It's Andy, we're not making the claim. We've just heard it from other people, and we're just sharing the information. Yeah. Emma, you can post that link a million times. I'm not buying that Witsit backpack. My friends and family already think I'm insane. Don't lie, Emma. You're just waiting for the Creepy Sexy Dearth backpack. Because what Creepy Sexy Dearth really needs is some pockets to slide things into, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's Andy. No need to tell everyone you got a smaller one. Speaking of...
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yeah, you do. Who knew that RATzoid had a tiny micro penis? I mean, we all knew, but I didn't expect you to just put it on Front Street like that. Very, very enlightening. Megan has sent something through. Let me have a look at this. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's clicking on links from you lot is always safe. Isn't that right, Emma? And MC Toon. Is that all? $818 for a production cell of Granny and Tweety Bird. Wowzers. That is cool. Who was asking? There was a question. Let's ask the chat. Porky Mark or Granny Mark? If I had $1 for every time I've had to ask that question. Illusion. Pretty sure Sergeant even said the... That's all, folks. Maybe I'm behind the curve. It was somewhere. Yeah, maybe. I reckon Porky. But we'll see. Tweety's Granny. Yeah. RATzoid is a disgusting thing. Agreed. Motor Parts Guru Restoration Channel. 100%. Read Emma like a book. I do. It's because we're vibing, Emma. Eat the crap is what Crazy was supposed to say. What else we got? RATzoid handcuffs. Ew. Creepy Sexy Dearth handcuffs, maybe. Fluffy handcuffs. PJ for Porky Pig. I did think that as well. That's not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Oh, sorry, Megan. Did you want me to show that one? Okay, hang on. Copy link address, and I will share that for all. Just so everybody knows what we're talking about. There's where we want to be. Boom. Yeah, go to site. That was weird. I've never had it ask me if I wanted to leave YouTube before. It's trying to keep me here. I'm a prisoner. Help me. Help me, everybody. Sorry, I scrolled up on the wrong chat, didn't I? Here we go. There we go. Granny and Tweety. But wouldn't Granny be Mark's mum? And then Mark would be in the cage? I think that's what you were saying. That's the wrong page. Dear oh dear. Joe Black is asking, has anyone heard that RATzoid likes to sniff the toilet seat after he'd used it? I'm not saying he does, just asking if anybody heard it. I think it is an important question, Joe Black, and worth everybody pondering. So I have also heard that RATzoid likes to sniff the toilet seat after he's used it, especially if he's missed, which is weird. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying I've heard it, but on the off chance it is true, we would need RATzoid to prove that it's not correct. And if you're saying it's not correct, and if anybody thinks we're being too harsh here, you should check your facts. Is what you should do, because I've heard that's the thing that needs to be done. I was not begging for super chats. I specifically said they weren't needed, and I've since proved that was correct, Emma. Unlike for Catzoid or RATzoid. Big Fish, you've also missed that, yeah, RATzoid is now known as RATzoid. He's got a new name. We've also learned that...
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
You sure do, RATzoid. Plucky duck for Mark. That's not a bad shout. Because we can go with the Tiny Toons as well. Or, Megan, what about Elmira for Mark? Because he simped for Patricia for so long. Elmira could be good. Probes! It's probing time 666. Nathan Oakley's daddy has said, I heard RATzoid prefers riding a push bike without a seat, just the seat post. I heard that is true, and that he does so with a huge shit-eating grin on his face. And RATzoid, can you prove that's not correct? Big Fish has heard a rumor that RATzoid does a Santos with warthogs and buffalo. Wow. Wow. I've also heard that just then. FPV XTC, did you hear that RATzoid was afraid to go on TFE because he ate yellow snow once? I hadn't heard that, but now I have, and now we all have. RATzoid eats piss-covered snow. Basically, he eats frozen pea. There we go. Michaela, for £1.99. Instructions unclear. Let's end more of these. No. No, the opposite of that. Take that thought and do the opposite of it. The other thing, which is not sending them. That's what we're after. I had no plan for this stream, as usual, other than to jump on and just go ape shit, which is what I've done. Mission accomplished. Crazy Razy, RATzoid loves yellow snow cones. Yep. Bruce Wolford, someone said they saw RATzoid with a fistful of dollar bills and he was heading to a chicken farm. I'll let you fill in the rest. Is that how RATzoid does it? What do you think? I can't think for myself because I'm a rat. My name is RATzoid. I can't think for myself. So I have PJ and an old convict do all of my thinking for me, and I say horrible, disgusting things without evidence and without caring about anyone because I have diplomatic immunity. He doesn't have diplomatic immunity. Michaela for £1.99. Okay, no worries. No more super chats. I'm glad message was received. Here we go. Unfornicated. I heard RATzoid likes to wear collars and wear ball gags. Wow. I hadn't heard that one, but we all know it now. Emma, take that back. You don't find him sexy until he opens his, even before he opens his mouth. I mean, if you want to look at him, this is what you're talking about, right?
I'm a disgusting person. That everything that I say is a complete lie.
You've only got to remember that, Emma. He's a disgusting person, and everything he says is a complete lie. Also,
I am a complete hypocrite, and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yeah, zero integrity, no honor. Chickens do love micro penises, and as we all know,
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yep. Tiny micro penis. Apparently the birds were nice and downy, says Bruce Wolford. Nice. Is what he said. He said, oh, these birds are nice. Michaela has heard his Jerkyll crew all play Soggy Biscuits. Yep. Did that used to be Pinky? It was never Pinky. That has always been RATzoid.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yep. I mean, not for nothing, people, but can we have an imaginary round of applause for voice cloning technology? Because it has done an absolutely fucking outstanding job on that one. It is really good. Show this image. What could possibly go wrong if I do that sight unseen? Good Lord. I'm not even on YouTube. Yes, I want to leave YouTube, you psycho machine. I'm copying link address. Yes, go to site. Oh, it's sneaky too. It's really sneaky about it. Okay. Got it. I've had to open it on one computer and then I've got to go over to the other computer and do a thing. But I figured it out and it's all okay. FPV XTC is a psychotic human and has dropped $2.99 Australian super chat for computer upgrades and timekeeping lessons. Thank you. I shall put it to good use, sir. Thank you very much. Entirely unnecessary. I'll bring that image up in just a second, Megan. Charles Arnold, it's not a ball gag. It's an oblate spheroid gag. Charles Arnold, I mentioned you before. Can I ask a huge favor, sir? When you receive your Whitsit the Platypus Golden Shower Edition backpack, I apologize for the name. I don't really. If you would be so kind, could you send us some pictures that I can show on stream so everybody can witness the awesomeness that it's on its way to you? That would be greatly appreciated. What do we got? Bruce Wolford. Someone asked RATzoid if he wanted to play Soggy Sayos. He replied, oh, hell yeah. Someone asked RATzoid if he wanted to play Soggy Sayos. He replied, oh, hell yes. I'm an expert. I don't do a very good South African accent, and that's about as much as he deserves. Little sneezer for RATzoid? Maybe. Pinky was a rat. Brain transplant changed him, though. Took me a second. No animatic X and tiny chains in this one. Yep. All right, let's have a look at this image. Shaboom. You probably can't see it super well, but there is a bunch in there, and a whole bunch that are unused. So Pepe Le Pew is gone, already a thing. Foghorn Leghorn is gone. It's already been claimed. Witchet the Platypus is his own thing. Elmer's Fudd is gone because it's Elmer Spud. So yeah, there's a lot going on there with some potential for sure. Let's just scroll down a bit. The Three Little Pigs, that would have been good for the Jerkylls. Just quietly. Could have been a thing. Could have been a thing. No one's getting bugs. None of them are worthy of Bugs Bunny. The frog's a really good shout. You did make Nathan Thompson into Yosemite Sam. I've never seen it, and it's cool. Crazy Razy says RATzoid would have got his pecker in a rat trap, but it would have missed. Why would it have missed? Because
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Because of his tiny micro penis. That's why. Bruce Wolford, I've so many really sick things I could say about RATzoid, but I won't because I'll be permanently banned from using the internet. I think we've established this evening that, at least on this channel, you will absolutely get a pass. Yosemite Sam, is he already used? If not, he'd suit some of the later ones. Megan kind of tagged him for Nathan Thompson. So there's that. Speedy Gonzalez is our win. Andale, arriba. Elmira Duff needs to be used for someone. Yeah, I was thinking, Joe Black, Elmira for Marky's Hard for Patricia Sargent. Because, you know, hugged them and squeezed them and yeah, and Roadrunner's out because Roadrunner's awesome. And I've always been partial to Wile E. Coyote as well. The Wile E. Coyote movie, Wile E. Coyote versus Acme, is actually going to see the light of day. I saw a news report. So that's pretty cool. We need to steer away from any of the more culturally insensitive Looney Tunes characters, and there are a few. There are a few of them that are not great. Oh, that's a great one. The old Mother Goose. She was always fun. The little kangaroo. That should be me, really. It's not going to be. Yeah, so there's a lot going on there. A lot of potential. The gangsters. Yep. Anyway, so Megan to drop that link in the chat. You can all check it out. If you've got ideas, let us know. And we will endeavour to make them a reality. Nathan has a duck suit, which has the orange beard, though. That's true. But it takes 2 flatties to make Witchet the Platypus. So that's what we've learned. The top half is Witchet. Bottom half is Nathan Thompson. There you go. Wait. So what happens when Nathan Thompson and Austin Witchet spend weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks touring the United States in a van? Witchet the Platypus. That's what happens. Ew. Prove me wrong, Silent Bob. Unfornicated. Oh, wait, before we get to that one, sorry. Bruce Wolford, what's the difference between RATzoid and a constipated bowel movement? The pain of the bowel movement will eventually pass. Yep. I've heard that. I'm not making the claim, but RATzoid is diarrhea. Unfornicated. I heard RATzoid was fired for huffing paint rectally. How does... I can't even fathom the logistics of that. So given that it's obviously a fact, I'm not making the claim, and and a fornicator's not making the claim, but we've heard it. It must be true because it's just been said on the internet. For RATzoid. RATzoid. Told you I'd slip. RATzoid. Can you prove that's not correct? I've heard from anonymous sources. I'm not the one making the claim, but I've heard that the only reason PJ is on RATzoid streams is because he gives good handies. Not making the claim, I've just heard that. So, you know. RATzoid, can you prove what I said isn't correct? Don't think you can. Show Yosemite Nathan? I will. I will share Yosemite Nathan. Good idea, Megan. Give me 1 second. Scrolling up is what I do. Where's he hiding? He's down here too. Do 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 do. Save image. Save. Bloop. Bloop. Bloop bloop bloop. Bloop. Bloop bloop bloop. Bloop. Satan, how are you doing? Ah, it's not Satan. It's Creepy Sexy Earth. Boom. You're welcome. Browse. Ba, 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 da. Boop. Yosemite Nathan. God, sort it. Brr. Once you go flat, you never glow back. Dag nabbit. That's Yosemite Nathan right there. Doing his Yosemite Nathan thing. So there you go. Now you've all seen it. You're welcome. Another marvelous piece of Megan's handiwork. You'll love to see it. I'm just fixing some transitions here because they weren't quite right. And while we're at it, let's all say hi to everybody's favorite sexy spud. Creepy Sexy Death. Hey, baby. How you doing? Oh, yeah. The earth has no curve, baby. But I know you want your hands all over mine. Oh, yeah. You know, ships don't disappear over the horizon. But I want to be all over you. Oh, yeah. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Anyway, get out of here, Creepy Sexy Death. You don't have a voice yet or anything. It's crazy. Broke the chart again. There we go. Fixed it. Fixed it good. You're welcome. I will come to grips with the new chat overlay thing. What's going on over there? YouTube can delete comments. Really? Since when? Oh, sorry. I missed one from Big Fish. News just in. Unverified as yet. RATzoid has been seen standing on the corner of the red light area of Johannesburg with a sign reading, "We'll do anything for R1." Interesting. Interesting. And poo does come out of RATzoid's mouth. There you go. Emma had a deleted comment. Who deleted Emma's comment? Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. You may have gone over the line, Emma. Unless, as you said, you were feeling a bit fluffy and you didn't send it. It's happened to the best of us. I do it all the time. FPV XTC, I heard that RATzoid's balls or micropenis were in Nathan Oakley's mouth. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Bruce Wilford, I was at Alma Park Zoo and watched a silverback gorilla pick some turtle-headed nuggets out and fling them at the visitors. RATzoid picked them almost up and put them in his bag. Picked them all up, I'm thinking. Let's read that again. I was at Alma Park Zoo and watched a silverback gorilla pick some turtle-headed nuggets out and fling them at the visitors. RATzoid picked them all up and put them in his bag. Not sure why. There you go. There you go. Andy says YouTube often deletes comments. Okay. Unfornicated is making the claim. Okay. Okay. And that was that RATzoid was fired for huffing paint. So we've got that claim confirmed now. Probes, it's saying not deleting comments. Unfornicated. Illusion. So the platypus is Nathan and Witset's love child. Yes. Well, welcome back, Illusion. Thank you. Unfornicated. PJ is on the show to provide a warm prison wallet for the incel RATzoid. So we've all learned that tonight. Good to know. Emma, I never go over the line. That's true. That's true. You are the gold standard of decency. And yep, and we respect you immensely for it. I noticed that YouTube has time limit between each comments. Weird. I haven't set anything to like slow mode, so I don't know what that's about. So what flirts are left to make into characters? That's a good question. We'll do the run of the board in a moment, Joe Black, so we can all see who's where and who's what. Mark Sergeant Oakley and Leo. Has anyone ever seen Leo's face? It doesn't matter. We can just make it up. Mark Sargent is Pepe Le Pew. No, we've already got a Pepe Le Pew. Patricia Steele is a cat trying to run away. Yeah. No, I type it out. I realize how bad Pepe Le Pew was. Yeah, he was a little rapey. Just a little rapey. So let's do the run of the board and you can all assess. So, and I'm going to play all of them for everybody because I'm a monster and I want to because they amuse me greatly. So first of all, Elmer Spud, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check in with Elmer Spud, see what he's up to.
Be very quiet. I'm leaking data.
Yes, you are.
Gravity is just a theory.
It sure is.
NASA twicked woo.
They sure didn't.
My toilet flushes the same way every time.
The toilet one, he does sound like he's had a stroke. So maybe that needs re-recording.
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
Yeah, that one's perfect. We don't need to change that. We've got Sovhorn Leghorn.
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
Vile, disgusting thing. We've got CC Lispew.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
Here we go. Sorry, CC, what was that?
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either. Have you got a second, though? Because we're talking about RATzoid. Do you have any information about RATzoid you want to share, CC Lispew?
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
It's busy. It's busy. Sorry, folks. And of course.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep, that's true.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor. I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
And finally.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yes. Yes, you do have a teeny tiny micro penis, RATzoid. We've all learned that. There you go. So that's the run of the board. Now you know who we got. And everybody else, we don't got. So there you go. I'll let you all figure that out amongst yourselves. But anyone who's currently on the board, we're not replacing. So you're stuck with them. Sorry. I will send you Sovhorn, Leghorn, Megan. Absolutely. Thank you. Mwah. You're amazing. I've had comments disappear. Appearing here but not reach the screen on DP's feed. Yeah, some of them may not be getting deleted. If I mess up moving between windows on my screen, the chat on screen will freeze. And that's on me. So I apologize. That is not deliberate. No one's deleting comments, but it will move past pretty quick. It's not a very long window over there. And if it does freeze, they just sort of freeze. It catches up. You would have seen it do it after Dave left and I triggered it all. How cool was that? Awesome. What else we got? Oh, is that still set to top chat? Maybe that's... it is. It is. Sorry. God damn it. Sorry, everybody. And now that's gone too big. Why have I pinned the shop link? That shouldn't be the shop link. That should be the Discord link. That's what we were after there. Oh, I've ruined everything. God damn it. If I generate a new Discord link, is that going to break the link on my YouTube page? Yeah, Emma, once I remember you said something a little bit. Yep. And you know who else did it? MC Toon. He's jumped into the chat. Very active in chat. Awesome having MC Toon in here watching one of my stupid streams. And he's dropped the link and I've clicked on it without thinking and it was Mikey Smith's and toe. Never again. Right. That's what we want, Pin. Thank you, Michaela. Doing the Lord's work. Very, very cool. Thank you. Oakley Yosemite Sam without his hat on. I mean, actually, Uncle Fester does look a little bit like Porky Pig. So that could be a thing. But then Oakley's not really relevant nowadays, is he? My lady's going to sleep. I'm not going to get to call her, say goodnight, because I'm talking to you lot. That's all right. I'll message her when I bail in a minute. Need to include Freddy and Nico. Yeah. Well, Nico's going to have Juicebox King. Is what that's going to be. It's going to be this one. Stand by.
Stand by. Stand by, people. All shall be well.
God damn it. It's still enormous. That's what she said. Boop. This guy. Juicebox King. Smash chat. I'm just amusing myself at this point. You're alright for that, right? Cool. Who's got to be a character too? Nico? Is that who you meant? Nico. Not his box. Oh, he needs a Looney Tune. That's fair because he's coming out with some banging quotes. All right. Because, yeah, the Juicebox King is going to sound like the Kool-Aid Man. And I guess it's fair because Juicebox King isn't meant to be Nico. It's just a representation for King Nico. So when I finally get around to cutting the Juicebox King video, which I do have ideas for, and that's why that guy exists, he's going to be like performing the song. It's going to be a rapping Juicebox King is the idea. So we can totally go with a different character for Nico, but it needs to be something fitting for Nico. Yakko is not a bad shout. And Yakko was a taller one? Yeah. Yeah. Yakko was the bigger one from Animaniacs because he was voiced by Rob Paulson. It's important because Rob Paulson's one of my favorite voice actors of all time. Rob Paulson, who was also Raphael in the original Ninja Turtle series, animated series back in the 80s, and then played Donatello in the Nickelodeon reboot, which was cool, and he was an awesome Donatello. And then, for the series after that, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rob Paulson was the voice director. How cool is that? Rob Paulson, absolute legend, was also Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. Not like this idiot.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yep. The proper voice for Pinky. He was that. Yeah. And Yakko from Animaniacs. There you go. Yes. Unfornicated asks, when has she ever said, whoa, that's enormous? When I have, actually recently, when I've cooked a very large fillet of barramundi. Not a euphemism, sadly. Oh no, I've broken him again.
I'm a disgusting person.
There we go. What happened?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yep. It's very important that we all remember that about RATzoid. I'm fornicated. Can we have Juicebox King breaking through a wall like the Kool-Aid man? Now I want that to happen. But as he bursts through the wall, he's not going to scream, oh yeah. He's going to burst through the wall and scream, sodomite! Sodomite! So I've got to learn how to do some much better animation this weekend. Shit. And again, because RATzoid and his Jerkyll jerk-off crew outed themselves as possibly some of the most despicable, vile, distasteful flat earthers around, I've had to throw out my whole planned trilogy of videos about them. So you assholes could have been immortalized here in the Debunker tutorial. You could have been held in such high esteem as my other masterpieces. Let's have a look at them. This is what you've missed out on through your bullshit, you idiots. This is what you get. Let's have a look. Just an excuse to show you all what you've missed as well, because some of you haven't watched any of these. Right, you've missed out on getting the King Nico treatment, who started on the channel early on and got me to show off all of my telescope knowledge, which isn't very much, but you missed out on that. You've missed out on googly eyes on a thumbnail, and you've missed out on the Rise of the Machines treatment, where I make a funny NASA intelligence package about you. You don't get one now because you're a piece of shit. You don't get that treatment that we don't talk about anymore. You don't get what might be the greatest thumbnail I've ever created for a video and will ever create for a video. That this shit is Banana's thumbnail for the banana video. You don't get that. No, not for you, you pieces of crap. What else we got going on here? You don't get a public service announcement. You don't get any more music videos made about you. Nope. Just the one, and that's to introduce segments where we tear you a new asshole. Not a euphemism. And yeah, you don't even get to be Marvin the Martian anymore. Nope, you don't get that. You miss out on all of it, and you brought it on yourself. I hope you're pleased with yourself. You get nothing. So the trilogy of videos was going to be great. I'd been talking to people who work in Unreal Engine. Remember that? When RATzoid was saying this could all be done in Unreal Engine. It's super easy. Tried to show it off and it looked like crap. I found some people who work with Unreal Engine and they were going to help me out. Now, not happening. I'm going to contact him and say, don't worry about it. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. We're going to tackle all sorts of claims they'd made about the final experiment, passport stamps and travel times and leaving a day early. And I've been doing a bunch of research and I've got whole folders set up full of documents and notes that I'm not keeping. Just going to delete them. Not going to do anything with it. Because fuck them. I'm not going to give them the time. This is it. Other than when we play that video, when they say the next horrible, disgusting, vile thing. We're going to highlight that stuff, and that is it. And call them out. That is the point. All we're going to do with them. And fornicate. This is why we shouldn't be left unsupervised. No, and yet they continually leave us unsupervised, and we have the dumbest ideas, and then we keep turning them into reality. Yes, we're taking Marvin back, Megan. Marvin is available to everyone and anyone. Emma has to leave this time for good. Not for good, like not forever, ever. Just for tonight, right, Emma? Not forever. Just for nows. Not for evs. All good. But thanks for hanging out, Emma. We all love you. We'll miss you. But thanks for being here. It's always fantastic. You're great. For now. Okay, cool. I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying really hard, but parting is such sweet sorrow. Yeah. All right. So I've heard, and I'm not making this claim, but I've heard it somewhere. I can't remember where. Somebody told me that RATzoid likes tongue in the assholes of elephants. Not making the claim, but pretty sure RATzoid, you can't prove that what I just said is not correct. So, I don't know what you're going to do. Megan shared a link above, which I can't see. Just give me 1 second. Oh, God damn it. This is going to die on me. And I might not see it because this window's set to top chat as well. I'm changing it now. Here we go. Yeah, just whack it in there again, and I'll have a goosey. Hey! Yeah. That one I'll share with everyone, because that's important. This is important stuff for all. Absolutely. To the viewing screen. Huzzah! Here we go. Oh, good. White screen. Not being racist, it's just harsh on the eyes. What do we got here? The Animaniacs and the Tiny Toons and everybody. So I can't hover over. We've got Pinky and the Brain at the top. We've got the Mad Scientists, Buster and Babs, the little squirrel dude. There's Omara down there. She's nuts. Hampton is a little pig guy. Yeah, there's some good options there. There's some potential. I would say, take a good look, people. This is your future. Future is now. It's glorious. Oh, the pigeons. I remember the pigeons. Maurice LaMarche was one of the voices of Les Pigeons. Maurice LaMarche, also one of my favorite voice actors. He is awesome. I've broken the chat. See, there you go. Catching up. I can't remember what the three pigeons are called, but they were all like gangsters. I'm pretty sure. Memory serves, which it often doesn't. Oh, this one's really broken. I need to reload this chat. The Good Feathers. Megan's onto it. Crushing it. Joe Black. I thought I gave you a wrench. No. Emma said last time there was someone I wasn't allowed to give a wrench to. everything's really starting to struggle. I might need to hang it up soon, kids. All right, Jay Black, either you've got a wrench now or I just gave a wrench to the welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy notification in chat. One of the two. I missed that from Unfornicated, who has heard that RATzoid got tore a new asshole in jail. Literally. Yep. Wouldn't surprise me. He wouldn't tell you though, and even if he did, you couldn't believe him because...
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yeah. So when he says he's a man of God, lie. When he says that TFE was fake, that's a lie. When he says that he's a good God-fearing person, total lie. He's not a good person at all, as evidenced by what he said about Lisbeth, which is something that was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting and vile. What do we want to do? If I change that scene, it's going to freak out and it's not going to do what I want it to do. Right. What can I talk about? Because I will wrap it up soon because everything's starting to struggle just a little bit. My computer is having a coronary. I do have plans to upgrade it at some point in the not too distant future, and that is likely where anything that has come in because you're all insane. Oh, Big Fish, you are absolutely right. Shit, I gotta reload that. Hang on. It all might go a bit wrong here. Hold on, baby. Hold on. I've got to change it in the description as well. Should I give it capitals for RATzoid? Probably should. Yeah, and then I can copy pasta. Copy the pasta. Here we go. And save. Stream title updated. Bye, Andy. Bye, Andy. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Andy. Thanks for things. Stuff and things. What was I going to talk about? So long to copy and paste. No, I had other things going on. You're so mean to me. What did I just move? What was that? It's fine. It was this. Hells yeah. Can't darn it. What I was trying to grab, besides Menards, was this. Zucru logo. Zucru. Giving someone a seizure. Apologies. Zucru folks. Now, again, that is not an official logo. It's been there all night. I may have forgotten to turn that off. What's going on with this? Wait, there we go. Catch up. Thank you. Yes, so sorry, before we get into that, Big Fish has just heard a vicious rumor that when RATzoid was born, the doctor slapped his mother. It would have been very confronting to witness. I don't know whether or not that's true, and I'm not making the claim. But, you know, RATzoid, can you prove that what Big Fish has said is not correct? I don't even know if I can do emotes for the Discord server, Michaela. I will look into that. Oh, Joe Black. Fuck RATzoid. I do like it. I do like it. All right. Let's let the people decide. That's one option copied and pasted, Megan. That's two options copied and pasted, Megan. And then in. Starting a poll, everybody. Starting a poll. I won't end it. We've just got to let it run. It's going to cover up most of the chat. You can see how we're going there. Putting it to the people because I can't decide. They were so confused that Mum kept the afterbirth by mistake. Oh, that's unfortunate, Big Fish. I don't know if it's true, but we've all heard it. We're all Golga Frinchins. I heard that RATzoid once pulled his pockets out of his jeans to do an elephant impression, but the person watching thought it was a fennec fox. I've heard that too. I've heard that same story, so there must be something to it. I'll do what RATzoid's panel did and just That's how I'll react to most of these now. Allegedly, from Illusion, RATzoid crawled in from the curtains. Tune back. 50 for small, then when you get boosted more. Oh, really? Okay, cool. I'll get onto that, Michaela. I'll look into it tomorrow. I'll look into that before Ghost Stream time tomorrow. I'll be working on some stuff. Pumped for Ghost Stream. Bruce Wilford. Well, I heard something similar, but what I heard was the entire birthing staff took turns slapping his mother. His poor mother. In so many ways. RATzoid's poor mother. Torianzo. Thank you for the stream. MacBook is running out of juice. I'm far from any juice box. Dude, I've got one right here. There you go. Get that in here. I'll save you, Tori Hanzo. I am the Juice Box King. That's not Juice Box King's voice. But when he does smash through the wall, he's going to be all like, son of me. Bye, Tori. Thanks for hanging out, man. Good to see you. Much obliged. And I really do appreciate all of you hanging out here and choosing to spend your spare time or getting up early, staying up late, or whatever it is, just to watch me rant about a piece of semi-sentient feces for hours. It's amazing. And you all got to see Dave McKeegan. And we got Rusty Cam in the Debunkatorium. Like, I did not have that on my bingo card for tonight. So, you know, that cheered me up a little bit. Probes retracted a message, which just piques everybody's curiosity, you monster. Unfornicated. Actually, the best part of RATzoid's DNA was wiped on the curtains by his father after he was done with the conception. That explains a lot, because there seems to be a few chromosomes missing. So, yep. Probes is there. Kept screwing up so bad. RATzoid's first name is Keith. Yep. I think the surname was on Toon's video. I didn't pay any attention because all I kept thinking was, fuck that guy. And not in the fun way. Have a good DP. Good advice, Crazy Razy. Good advice for everybody. Take that to the bank. Michaela only likes small juice boxes. That's very sad. Overnight, don't know what time it is there. It is, I don't know what time it is in Tori's neck of the woods, but it's 10:50 p.m. here in the land of Oz. Gross curtain behind him. Ugh. That's the curtain, Megan. That's the one Unfornicated was talking about. That's the curtain. So when RATzoid's streaming with his circle jerk and jerk off jerkles, like the missing bits of himself are behind him, just smeared on the curtain. I've heard. I'm not making that claim. I've heard it. Yeah, his name's definitely Keith. I mean, his name's definitely RATzoid, is what I meant to say. We're going to let the poll run for another 9 minutes, so get your votes in now. There is a wild Timo Lynch in the chat. Everybody, tuck your pants into your socks. Timo, hey, Timo Lynch. Great to see you. Timo Lynch is here. That means we need to play a little something. Everybody vote in the poll. Timo, we've got a new character on the stream that I'd like you to meet. It's this piece of shit. Oh, why isn't it working? Because I'm on the wrong window. Here we go.
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep, there's that. He can also say this for everybody.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Mm-hmm. And this one, which is for what you'll see, obvious reasons, is my favorite.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yep, let's just hear that one again. What was that, RATzoid?
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do. Because you're a sad, sad little man. Is it a coincidence that Keith is the most unattractive male first name? No, you're right. It is official. It's not a coincidence at all, Big Fish. That is 100% confirmed. Spread it around if you find out he's lost any right to privacy or anything else for that matter. I mean, I'm not up for like doxing anybody or doing any of that shit, but I am absolutely up for revealing something else I heard today. Is that RATzoid does indeed enjoy a little bit of man-on-man action with the rest of his circle Jerkyll jerk-offs. We've all heard that. I'm not making the claim. I've just heard it. RATzoid, can you prove that that's not correct, what I just said? Check your facts. Get your facts right. Bruce Wolford, when RATzoid's parents were told they were pregnant with him, the doctor looked at RATzoid's father and said, mate, you really should have shot him in the sheets instead of your wife. Yep, that is on record. It's on the CCTV. I've seen it. I don't have a copy of it anymore, but it's up to RATzoid to prove that that's not correct. At least he wouldn't have to see it if he dropped his drip britches. That is true. So, for the benefit of Timo Lynch, who is a late arrival, and one last time tonight, let's have a look at the awesomeness or lack of awesomeness that is the theme tune for RATzoid and Friends.
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and Friends. RATzoid and Friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rebel scum, BJ2. With RATzoid's crap-tastic, these jerks just spew. Fireflies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and Friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, RATzoid and Friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
You sure do. You sure do. There aren't... Megan... Just read back what you just put in chat slowly. Where can I get a good image of PJ? Even if you could find an image that you could class as good of PJ, it's still never going to be a good image because he's a dimpled, cracked ass in the shape of vaguely resembling a human. I've heard that RATzoid from Big Fish. I've heard that RATzoid is a closet furry and that PJ and Scum cosplay for him. Could it be true? It absolutely could be. Big Fish, it absolutely could be. And it's up to RATzoid to prove if what we've said there is not correct. Don't think he can. Don't think he can. Oh, itchy ear. Is it ever a good stream from RATzoid's panel when they're streaming at 360p? No. Flurfs can't tech. And I know I'm not exactly a shining fucking example of it this evening, trying to drive Zoom and rename streams and everything else. But when everything's running, we look fucking sexy around these parts. Okay? So all like me related technical issues aside, the rest of this stream, fucking gorgeous. That's all I'm saying. I've got sweaty ears. We are going to have to wrap it up, and my ears are going to fall off. My ears are sweatier than RATzoid in a school playground. Make of that what you will. I'm not making any claims there. It's up to RATzoid to prove what I've said isn't correct. Fuck that guy. I'm still pretty angry about the whole thing, but I do feel better having had this cathartic experience in venting to all of you and knowing that I'm off the hook for having to make any content about someone so horrible and disgustingly vile. What he said this week, there is no excuse for, there is no explanation. And if you'll all indulge me for a minute or two, I'm just going to jump across to here. So I've had some fun tonight for Catzoid's expense or RATzoid's expense or fuck RATzoid's expense. It's undecided. Nobody knows. It's not going to be fuck RATzoid. Sorry, Jay Black. It's going to be RATzoid. It's just a bit safer for me. So I've had a bit of fun making fun of RATzoid. I'll probably continue to do so at various intervals, but this channel is not going to focus on him because I don't want to. I'm not going to platform in any way, shape or form by making long form content, which is like my best performing stuff. I'm not going to do it on for Catzoid. I don't care how much of an idiot he is. I don't care about the claims he makes about flat earth, because what he said this week about another human being that he's never met and has no right to say that stuff about was absolutely vile and disgusting. There is no excuse for it. You do not get a pass for that. Ever. Ever. Even Dave McKeegan, who was on the channel, was fine with, say whatever you like about him and about the final experiment. But you crossed the line. It's a very, very clear line that anybody with any kind of shred of common human decency would never cross. And as is my understanding, anybody who claims, as RATzoid does, to believe so heavily in the Bible and the teachings of Jesus Christ, his Savior, would never say something about that. In fact, I'm pretty sure one of the religions you cling to so dearly, RATzoid, expressly addresses saying shit like that. And I think it falls on the side of being against it. So where do you get off in defying that, for one? But more so, where do you get off making those kind of accusations, those kind of claims, casting those sorts of aspersions against anybody? Because you've already showed just the mention of not even anything close to that, but the mention of a person that you care about will set you off. So imagine how everybody felt when you said that. And you might write it off as just like, I'm just making fun of the Globetards because they're all horrible and disgusting. You weren't. You said it about flat earthers or former flat earthers. And it's fucking gross. And again, for the record, you have no evidence whatsoever. You saw something or thought you saw something on a stream. You fired off with both barrels. You went off half cocked because that's all you're capable of. And you were dead fucking wrong. And you, sir, and I say that with absolutely no intended respect at all. You need to apologize. You need to retract it. You need to walk it back. Because until or unless you do, no one is going to want to fucking debate you. No one's going to invite you on their channel. You're not welcome in this chat. You're probably not welcome in anybody else's chat. You walk it back. You apologize to Elizabeth. You apologize to everybody who went on the trip to Antarctica as part of the final experiment. Or if you're not willing to do that, you can go fuck yourself because you are a piece of shit. End of. Just needed to get that off my chest. That was the last little drags. It's still there. It's still there. And it's going to be there for a while. Oh, I've already reported the vid, Megan, but I strongly encourage everybody to do exactly the same. Do not report MC Toon's video, please. Don't do that. He'll kill me. And not literally kill YouTube or Unalive. It's a joke. All right, chill out. Yeah. The stream that the clip came from, go and report that. Everybody go and report that. Spread the word. Because he shouldn't be making any money on YouTube saying stuff like that. At all. No way. And YouTube should be letting him know that that is not okay. Ever. What Probes has just said, my brain went there as well when I was ranting just now. Vast early experiences with religion, etc., show me that often the most despicable people are so-called Christians, often regular church-going ones. A lot of church-going people are lovely and fine. Absolutely fine. But a percentage, and I'm not saying it's a majority, not by a long shot, relatively small percentage will be out there and be preachy and be holier than thou and taking the moral high ground and judging everybody else constantly and picking and choosing and abusing everybody else and criticizing them. And they are the biggest hypocrites. And they don't practice what they preach. And RATzoid this week showed everybody his true colors. Now, I've seen him having chats with people, having chats with Craig and FTFE, having chats with Dave McKeegan, having chats with Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show. And he seemed quite pleasant and quite relaxed until he went into debate mode and everything got a bit adversarial. And when he was on the Drunk Debunk Show, I think it's a prime example of it, that he's there and he's chatting to Mike and he seemed like a normal dude. They didn't agree on the shape of the world or theology, but he seemed pretty reasonable, pretty amicable. Like you sit down and have a beer with the guy. And then once the rest of the circle jerk and jerk-offs popped up, it all went to shit. And even that night, RATzoid was kind of sitting on the fence. He really didn't want to get Mike offside. Mike was a guest. That makes sense. But all of that, you can throw all of that perception out as of this week, as of right now. Any benefit of the doubt you might have been giving RATzoid, you can let it go. You don't have to hang on to that anymore. You have been released from the any conflict you might have had about for RATzoid or RATzoid or fuck RATzoid, whatever you want to call him. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you call him. Go nuts. Call him whatever you like because he deserves it. Yeah, he should be forever shunned. Don't platform him. Don't give him any attention. Obviously, debunking community, we're going to keep an eye on him. Absolutely we are. We're going to do everything we can to keep him honest, and if need be, we'll do everything we can to get him thrown off YouTube and go to Rumble with all the other fucking morons who shouldn't have or shouldn't appear or anything resembling a respectful platform, because fuck him. Yeah, Timo, he's absolutely been a dishonest little prick. 11 frames. And he'll still try and defend the 11 frames thing. Oh, I was just trying to demonstrate what should happen with the Horizon. No, you modified someone else's video to suit your own agenda and your own predetermined conclusion. That's fraud, RATzoid. It's dishonest. It was bullshit. It was a lie. You misrepresented somebody else's work to support your own argument. You're a piece of shit. You made it apparent then, but you made it even more abundantly apparent this week. And I hope Lisbeth sues the shit out of you because you don't have a leg to stand on. You do not get to besmirch someone else's reputation the way that you have and just walk away clean. No fucking way. Mark Sargent is going to learn that lesson very soon because he can't keep his stupid fat mouth shut. You're going to learn the same thing along with your little jerk-off buddies, RATzoid. And it couldn't happen to a nicer person or a more deserving one. Whatever is coming your way in terms of repercussions, you absolutely deserve. And more. It won't be enough. Won't be enough. But whatever comes your way, you deserve it. And just so we're clear, by that, I'm not meaning physical violence or anything of the sort, and I never, ever would. You can take that to the bank. That, unlike anything RATzoid says, is 100% the truth. But in terms of potential legal repercussions, financial repercussions, getting your content demonetized or getting you banned from YouTube or anywhere else, I'm 101% for it. Just because you're RATzoid and you're a piece of shit. So, fuck you. Cass has just rocked up, and I'm pretty sure I was saying exactly the same thing when he rocked up early. We haven't made any progress, cats. Still the same old derp. But I've said it in about 10,000 different ways tonight. I was wrapping up, and then I got going again. I fired myself up. I'm not going to sleep. I'm like a toddler who just had a block of chocolate. Like, oh my goodness, you've missed the last hour. Were you here for Dave McKeegan? Dave McKeegan was here, cats. He came on the stream. I had to figure out how to use Zoom on the fly. It didn't go well. Turns out I can't use Zoom on the fly or at all, really. But that's the thing that happened. Thank you for swinging in. It's always fantastic. You finished with Zoom. Okay, cool. I'll have to, got to get you on here at some point, cats. As soon as I figure out the Zoom thing, and I am going to spend some time tomorrow while I'm watching Drunk to Bunk Show Ghost Stream. I'll be working on stream overlays and everything else. We have changed Dipshit's name, so he's now dubbed RATzoid. That will be his name, RATzoid. We did have a poll, and it came out as fuck RATzoid, but I can't say that in decent company, so RATzoid it is. Westside Girl Reacts is here. Hello, Westside Girl Reacts. Good to see you. You're coming in at the tail end, which I've heard, and I can't confirm, I've just heard this from other people. Coming in at the tail end is something that RATzoid loves to have happen to him. I'm not making that claim. I've just heard it. RATzoid, can you prove that what I just said is not correct? I hear that's the standard. So if you can't prove it's not correct, then you need to get your facts straight. That's how it goes. WebEx instead? Maybe. I'll figure Zoom out. It'll be fine. I know it's not the best, but it's what I've got. Me and Unfornicated tried doing it with doing the streaming thing through Discord. That wasn't great. And again, it doesn't help that my computers are absolute pants. They are not great. But I've got a plan. So don't worry about it. And I'm going to save a butt ton of hard drive space because I don't have to make videos about RATzoid. Because he's not worth anybody's time. He's worthless. Crazy Razor says Cats is just as awesome as DP. I beg to differ. How dare you, Crazy? Where's my band button? I'm just looking for it. It's not connected. No particular reason. Put user in time. I'm kidding. I'm not going to put you in time, Crazy. But I will say Cats is more awesome than moi. Because he is. Cats is great. Rightio. I don't really have anything prepared to sign off with, so I think what we'll do. What will we do? I'm gonna mess around with this, and you will just talk amongst yourselves. It's gonna be fine. That one. Yeah. Yeah. I can turn that off now. Virtual camera has been on the whole time. That's probably why everything's been crapping out on me. Doesn't mean anything to anybody else, but hey, now you know. So what I'm going to do is one last time we'll do the run of the board because I like pressing the buttons and making the wacky characters say things. It's fun and it amuses me, and I'm never going to get tired of hearing this.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yeah, you do. What else?
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yep, hypocrite, no integrity, no honor. We've established that. And
I'm a disgusting person. That everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep, there we go. And that'll include, if he was to make an apology, it would include that as well. You'd only get an apology out of that piece of garbage once it hits his hip pocket or it starts hemorrhaging subscribers, which I hope he does. Anybody still subscribed to RATzoid's channel over the next month, you're complicit. And you're saying that you agree with everything that comes out of his mouth. So my advice to you is get the hell out of there and don't go back. It's not worth your time. It's a horrible, horrible person. Thank you, Crazy Razy. I appreciate you saying so. It's very, very sweet. And I tried it. That's all any of us can do, really. Other than, I mean, look, it's a low bar that I'm going to set here, okay? But don't be like this piece of shit.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yeah. As long as you're not that, you're probably okay. You're probably fine. If you are that, give yourself an uppercut and get help. Get off the internet. Stop watching flat earth videos or whatever it is you're into, and get some help. Because it's not normal to do what he does. It's just not. It's kind of weird. You know what? Most of us globe folk, we don't stream every day for hours on end talking about the same things over and over and over. We just don't, because we actually have lives. We go out, we touch grass, we do things. Just stop it. It's weird. Flat Earth porn. Yeah. Put it down, RATzoid. Get your hand off it. I've heard that RATzoid is like a habitual masturbator. Just cannot stop. His hand is basically just like a gnarled claw at this point. I'm not making the claim. I've just heard it from other people. But RATzoid, can you prove that what I just said is not correct? Because if you can't, you need to get your facts straight. So I'm going to get out of here, kids. It's 11:16. What I was going to say before we bail, and this is important. One, everybody needs to go to the DP Debunks YouTube channel and click on the Mark and Patricia video, my tribute to lost imaginary love. Please go and watch that video. I think it's funny as hell. It's less than a minute of your life, and share it everywhere. Don't share it in my Discord, because everyone in my Discord is probably seeing it, but share it in everybody else's Discord, because screw it, why not? Yeah, check that out, because it's pretty fun. Also, I want everybody, if you haven't already, and why wouldn't you, you monsters, get your sexy buns over to the Drunk Debunk Show channel on YouTube. I'll give you a link for it, because I can. That much I can do. There you go. Get over there and subscribe. The man is on 1,960 something subba ding dongs. So agonizingly close to 2,000. We couldn't get him there for his birthday, and we tried really, really hard. That's what she said. But we can get him to 2,000. So get over to the Drunk Debunk Show, subscribe to that channel. Let's get him over the 2K mark, or as close to, because it's awesome. And coming up very, very soon is one of these, the legendary viral ghost video debunk streams. If you haven't been to one before, then you're very, very silly, and you should have. But it's the most fun you can have with your pants on or off. I'm not here to judge. You do you, and I'll do things my way. That's totally fine. But the Zoo Crew will be there in force. I will be there. Unfornicator will be there. Mike will be there, hopefully. Be fucking awkward if he's not. Who's going to host the show? And we may even have Andy's Game Room there, which would be epic, because he's fucking hilarious. Join us, won't you, for Viral Ghost Stream. Keep an eye out for that. Get over, sub to the channel, and check your notification and me things. That includes you, Culture Cats, 2 Mel Inch. God damn it. Get off your ass and do something useful. Just calling everybody out. As for me, I'm going to stream a bunch this weekend. I might even go live after Ghost Stream tomorrow. I'll probably stream on Sunday and a couple of other nights through the week. It's my loser, loner, live alone week. My lovely lady won't be here this week. She's got a boys, so it's just me. I got nothing but time. We won't be talking about Arsewipe, RATzoid, but we'll figure something out. We'll do something cool. It'll be fun. To take us out, we are, first of all, going to do, as promised, the call of the board. It's like Eurovision. So, Elmer Spud, I should say. Where are you? Where are you at?
Viewy quiet. I'm leaking data.
Still leaking data.
Gravity is just a theory.
It's not just a theory, Elmer Spud. It's a real...
NASA twicked woo.
They didn't trick me. It's a real thing. I keep telling you. I'm sick of having this argument, Elmer Spud.
My toilet flushes the same way every time.
Nobody asked about your toilet. Nobody. he's unbearable. He does this. It's just.
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
We know which at the platypus. We know, but your backpacks are great, so keep that up. Here comes a absolute pillock of it.
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
No, I won't. I think I'm entirely justified in being as angry as I was tonight, Sophon Leghorn. So, eat a dick, which I have heard RATzoid really enjoys. I've heard it. I'm not making the claim. It's up to him to prove, if he can, that what I said is not correct. Bruce Wolford is asking, how tall is RATzoid? Does anybody know? Doesn't really matter. Just surprised shit could be stacked that high. That is entirely fair. Let's cheer ourselves up with a friendlier face who's a lot more harmless. Are you around, buddy?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
There he is, CC Lespew. Excellent. What did you want to talk about today?
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Okay. Have you got time to hang around while we sign off? Can you help me say goodbye to the people?
It's a fucking phone call. God damn it.
He's busy. It's always busy. Always getting a phone call. And then, the final time this evening, the vile, disgusting, horrible piece of garbage.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
Yep.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yep, no honor at all. And of course, the most important thing we've all learned tonight, if you learn anything other than RATzoid is a vile, disgusting, disingenuous, dishonest piece of garbage, it's this.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
He insults women because he has a tiny micro penis. So to take us out, we will have a look at the RATzoid and Friends theme tune to play us out after a night of just tearing them to shreds. Basically, me ranting about it, which has been cathartic. So thank you all for allowing me to get that out of my system. Sincerely, I do appreciate it because it has really been bugging me. Won't be the last you hear about it, but I'll try to, turn it down. And his panel is just as vile. They are complicit. And even if they come out after the fact to say, well, I didn't say it, you didn't disagree with it though, did you? You didn't speak out about it. You didn't try to defend Lisbeth or anybody else who went on the trip. You all threw them under the bus, and you're all as bad as RATzoid is. Don't even try to wriggle out of it. And for future reference, anybody else who appears on RATzoid Ratspective, same deal. You get lumped in. No exceptions. You are what you eat. And to appear on that stream, you do have to eat RATzoid's ass. I've heard that. I'm not making the claim, but it's up to RATzoid to prove, if he can, that what I've said is not correct. Check your facts. So, have a look at the theme, and then we'll go out with a different song that now has lyrics. Watch all the stuff on the channel 100 times. Vote King Nico for top left because RATzoid shouldn't win a goddamn thing. Until next time, I shall see you all next time. Be good, and if you can't be good, don't get caught. No, everybody. Love you. Bye.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with RATzoid and Friends. RATzoid and Friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rebel scum, BJ2. With RATzoids, crap tested, these jerks just spew. Butterflies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are RATzoid and Friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, RATzoid and Friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yeah. Let's talk a fourth call. It's he's a black adult. There's a man selling lies and his name is Dirt. He's a liar and a scammer, he's just the worst. Spewing conspiracy, says Earth is flat, while it's not believed for data. What's up with that? Dirty money flooding in real fast. Gotta keep grifting, talks out of his ass. Truth don't matter if the app cash flows. Another day, another sucker, man, that's how it goes. Download my app, yeah, he swears it's great, but it leaks like a scythe. Check your doors and gates, selling snake oil wisdom and shitty memes. But if you question him, he's running from the scene. Oh, to be money on a bed of lies. Jury called him out, so he just cut ties. He's cool if the world knows where you live. He don't care about you, zero fucks to give. He's got his mouth all twisted, claims NASA's fake, but showing real physics, hey, he's the brakes. Don't ask for facts, don't check his math. Just give him your wallet, buy me walk this path. He says, trust me, bro, my app is fine, but there's unhashed passwords, damn, what a find. He ain't sharing secrets, all his derp is lame. A con man, douchebag, just playing the game. Oh, dirty money built on fear and doubt. He's just selling you nonsense and cashing out. Truth don't matter, don't ask him why. Flat Earth's just a business, he's milking the lie. Flat Earth app, though it uses the globe. Seriously, don't download it, but if you already did, your data is already leaked. Get a refund and leave that shit. What the fuck, damn? Pull it. Don't download Dirt's app, don't believe a word he says. Dirt is a scammer. Love Dave is a grifter, he's lying to you. Screw Dirt, screw this guy. Hope he gets soon into oblivion to sucks. Fuck you, Dirt, and fuck your app. Data looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting, asshole.
Do 6464. You picked the worst possible time to jump in, buddy. We're all done. We're all done. Last call. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But, you know, one more time, because it's definitely the theme of the stream.
I'm a disgusting person. Everything that I say is a complete lie. I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor. I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
That one's important, but truth be told, I hit the wrong key. Last one, people. Good night, everybody. Good night, Australia.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yeah, you do. Ah, fuck it. One more.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.